and we're doing drafts over text, and it's like herding cats. It's like no one's fucking available when you need them to be, and then suddenly I did dare to go offline for 5 seconds, and then 10 of them come online, and it's just like, come on, hurry up, update the spreadsheet. What are you doing?
Oh, sorry to hear that, man.
What's the game? Pokemon?
Pokemon Draft League. So it means like basically everyone gets 12 Pokemon, but you have to pick them from 3 from each of the different tiers. So you're using a good mix of good ones and bad ones. And then you do a round robin where everyone plays each other.
That's pretty cool. So you guys are playing over one of the online battling systems?
That's it, yeah.
Is it like Poke MMO? Or is it like...
No, it's the Pokemon Showdown one.
No, I don't know.
Let's see.
But yeah, you get some really ridiculous moments playing like this. Like, I was watching a match last time where one guy swept another guy's entire team with a furret. Do you remember what that is?
Buffed.
Oh, yeah.
Like
That
within the last couple of patches.
I believe it was a furret.
It was the Gen 2,
Rather than trying to man mark and chase him around instead.
Yeah, and he had this stupid moveset on it that the other guy just wasn't expecting, and you just watch it knock him down, you know, Garchomp and Blissey and all these ridiculously strong Pokemon. It's so funny.
Beautiful.
That's what's hiding inside this house.
A furret.
I mean, there is such a thing as an albino death furret, or not furret. Sorry, albino death weasel in D&D. So,
well, we saw its tracks. We know it's in there.
Yeah. I have a goal today. It is nobody dies. That's my goal.
that was my goal last week.
I feel like that should be every player's goal every week. Is that none of the yeah?
It might be the player's goal, but it's not necessarily the character's goal, is it?
Hep did not do anything to where I think he deserved death. He just, was looking in a window and then.
Who deserves death though? What a horrible thing to say. So.
Soren on Monday.
Oh, all right, yeah. Soren was, I think, begging for death on Monday.
Guess the level 1 healing word in a wild magic zone and sets his feet on fire. That's the crazy.
I think after I had fused my arm to the wall, I would have probably stopped using magic at that point. So.
Dude, he had no cutoff point. Oh. He ain't got spells no more.
Addiction is tough.
Yeah, what is he getting addicted to? Like just the bad stuff. It's like he's doing.
No, I mean just addiction to magic in general. No. Alrighty, let's go ahead. Hef's Ghost, I guess. Can you go ahead and read your recap to everybody?
Last week on the evil tides of Saltmarsh, the group was rescued by Mariana the mermaid and the 6 other mermaids, then taken to Saltmarsh. They were snuck into an underground hideout ran by the Zentarium, a local cartel. The groups met Parsons, who gave the party food, rest, and an offer to work for the Zentarium. Their first job was simple: head to a haunted house, find the gang of known as the Scarlet Brotherhood and deal with them. Easy enough, right? No, the party shit all over themselves. When they arrived at the icky house that crawls, the loud cleric and paladin woke some evil bug creatures who immediately killed me, Hef. The bird Grunda flew and hid in a tree. Then Vesh was knocked unconscious, but was healed. Jenna cried over the loss of Hef. A little. Naxos the cleric ran away. Then Hefra fled, yelling, "I told you we should have went to town first." This party of anti-heroes may not survive. How will Jenna cope with her slave Hef gone? Will Naxos and Afra find true love in the woods they ran into? Will Parsons just have them all killed? Find out this week on the evil tides of Saltmarsh.
All right,
Yeah.
good stuff. Your new character could take DM inspiration for that one,
I was
and
gonna say put an inspiration on Hef's character sheet before you tear it.
yeah, if
It was
anybody,
good.
Oh.
if anybody wants to
I
make
was
a
just
great,
here for the recap.
yeah, what a great mod that would be if you could tear up the character sheet in 3D and the pieces would flutter down to the virtual tabletop. Oh man, someday we'll be there. All right, let's just hop back into the house that crawls because I think we're still in the middle of some biz, if I recall.
Well, we were unceremoniously crushing the sleeping bugs. pretty much.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Just in case, we'll keep it in um, turn order for now, because you never know. You never know what's gonna happen.
I shouldn't just say that.
Alrighty. So, Jenna, yeah, through the tears and the mascara, like what is next? What's your next move?
Jenna is going to ready a frostbite for if any of the bugs wake up, or if an enemy, or if anything else hostile attacks Vesh, and she's just gonna be like, I've got your back. Just keep killing all those fucking things."
With pleasure.
Are you referring to these adorable things?
All the
Your
sleeping
vampire bugs,
Right here?
Your
Yeah,
bat
those
bug,
things.
yeah,
Yeah,
those
okay.
things.
Got it.
Oh god, it looks so disgusting. Ugh.
Alrighty.
Ew, icky.
Naxos, you're up. You are
Naxos
you're
fled the
ways
field.
down the road, right? So, as you are praying and kind of picking yourself up, you do hear the crunching of ancient gravel where the road has sort of been worn away by coastal erosion. You turn and you see a big old turtle-looking man, kind of just sort of slowly making his way down the road. Can you go ahead and give us a description of this individual, please? Establishing shot.
Right in front of you, you see this like 5.5 foot tall, 350-pound turtle. He's got this like holy symbol on him. He's got a shield in one arm. He's got a mace kind of off to the side, and he just looks at you, and he says, "Where are you running, dude? You need to be heading back over there, dude. Parsons isn't gonna like this, man."
Oh god, a stoner turtle. Well, I eye his shield and its holy symbol. Not a fan. So I'm heading back up the path. You can follow me or don't.
Yeah, I'm coming with you. Parsons sent me to keep an eye on you guys. Let's go.
Alrighty, so you should be able to drag your mini out onto the field now, and go ahead and add yourself to the initiative order.
Where do you want me to put me at?
Right next to Naxos. All right. And you guys are here in the daytime. You just came here right away, if I recall. All right. So
I can't see Nexus.
Oh, really?
I'm at the
Okay.
bottom by the water.
I can drag you in.
I don't have
There you
dark
go.
vision, just so you know. There we go.
Oh,
Alrighty.
you poor turtle.
Okay.
God, I miss Tello so much now.
Yeah, still sleeping on the ground, right? All the sleepy bugs.
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. So sleepy bugs, you're the only one that's not sleepy, right? Yeah, okay. So you're still asleep. Wally is up.
Wally's gonna fly down and muster his allies' courage.
Okay.
He's gonna give an inspirational speech, and by that I mean he's gonna be like, "Ah!
Uh-huh. Against the still awake one? Is that the plan?
Oh no! He's with by Nexus and them. He's trying to get him to
Oh,
come
okay.
back.
I got you. All right. Garuda, you're up.
I just got my arrow ready. Vesh, I got your back if it comes down to it. Hurry up and kill these
Yeah.
fucking things.
Yeah, no, all these things are asleep. All these
Yeah.
things are asleep. Yeah.
Maybe it'd
so
be a little quicker if you put down the bow and came over here.
Yeah, maybe when things start flying again, I won't be able to shoot them down as fast.
all right. So Garuda, you readying a bow shot then?
Yeah, ready, a bow shot.
All right, Afra, you're up. So you,
All
Afra, you
right.
see a ways down the road,
Mhm.
Naxos and a large turtle, making their way back up towards the house.
I'm gonna go join them,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say to Locke or Loke. Is it Locke?
It's locked, chick.
Okay. I'm gonna say, okay, look, your boss did not give us any kind of a time frame, and sometimes discretion is the better part of valor. But if you'd like, we can all go back in, and you could potentially maybe give our loud people the talk about being stealthy. I think that was our problem. I think we need to try this again a little bit stealthily.
All right. So I have to ask, is it the intention of the three to the south to just reunite with the rest of the party to the north, or will you be splitting the party?
Come on, man. We got to get back in there and help these guys.
Because if the case is that you guys are just going to reunite in one area, I can take us out of combat. Otherwise, I need to keep a closer eye on movement and stuff.
I guess it depends what the party to the north is doing. Do they want to...
they're squishing bugs.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, they have enough time that he'll be able to squish them all. So yeah, let's do that. Let's reunite you guys. Does that work?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a big fan of reuniting the party.
All right, let's do back. We'll do a backyard reunite. And we will leave combat for now. Vesh, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you squish the rest of these bugs.
And then I'll drag Hef's bloated body over to Jenna and unceremoniously drop it there.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. He's just foaming out of both ends.
Yeah,
just
she takes.
convulsing badly. But
Yeah,
even
she's
though he's
like
dead,
holding his head as he's spitting foam everywhere. My sweet Hef. I'll get
I always
revenge
kind of
for
got
you.
the impression that you didn't really like him. Clearly, I was
Didn't
wrong.
like him. I'll never again have someone so loyal to serve me. This is a huge loss. And you see one tear.
I fly over there. What do you want to do with the body then, Jenna?
Oh. We need to
I
burn it.
figured it would be the quickest and
Hide.
cleanest way.
Hide my father's secrets.
Yo,
I mean-
Then they go
man.
to feed these rotten bugs.
Yo, man. Why's the hot babe crying?
Oh shit! Forgot about the turtle.
Oh,
hot
What?
babe. So you subscribe to like the Donatello Michelangelo school of dating? Is that
all schools of dating.
There you go. Okay.
There's something to be gained in every endeavor. Can you carry for me, Vesh? Let's go
Depends where you want me to
start a
carry him.
fire in the woods. I mean, you
I
could drag him. It doesn't really quite matter at this point, but
I'm not a fan of fire. I will carry him to the fire, but do
Okay.
not rely on me to light it. I'm afraid I will burn down the whole forest.
I mean, I'll just get a stick and do the twisty thing with a rock. I have access to magic. I don't need to do that.
All right, so you want to take his body further away from the house and burn it? Is that the intention?
Yeah.
Yep.
All
Maybe
right.
have a short rest as well while we're at it.
Yeah, I would say that would probably be a good time to try and pull a full short rest. If that is the case, though, I need to get a perception check from one person. They can have advantage, but they will represent the whole group. And then a survival check from one person. They can have advantage, and they will represent the whole group.
We have
Damn,
two clerics. I'm hoping that one of
didn't
them has
even wait to
perception.
be voted.
Yeah, plus
But
one,
Alright.
so I'm okay with that.
I can do survival. I'm pretty good at that.
All right. Let's see it.
It's not Vesh's strong point. Either of
Wally
those
can
things.
assist you.
Okay. Since you do have advantage on it. So as you do this like overall check for the hour, you feel like you find a good place to burn the body that it can be controlled and not cause any errant forest fires or anything like that. Naxos, you keep an eye out for trouble. There are ambient animals, that upon your approach sort of leave the general area. So there's like smaller sort of like coastal deer, like nothing too crazy, nothing that would seem to pose a threat to you. Couple of bunnies, things like that, but nothing that kind of strikes you as an obvious threat. And they definitely seem more afraid of your group of 6 than anything else.
There's
So
7 of us. Thank you.
Oh, right. So after your rest,
Well, while we're burning Hef, I'm gonna.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna eulogize him.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a nice 10-minute speech about how, sad it is that his life was cut off so young, and how we all feel for poor Jenna here, but we owe it to his memory to go back in there and stomp all the bugs.
I tell she's full of shit.
Not if you want your temporary hit points, you don't.
Yeah.
Like
either way, definitely give me either a deception or a performance check at the end, just to kind of so that Garuda can be assuaged of how good this this talking was. Since he seems very critical of your actual talking, let's give him some math to work with.
Hang on. Oh. Why is it now asking me if I want public roles or not?
Oh, I had to turn that on to fix a bug. Yeah, there was a bug last week. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so just tell it that you want public roles.
Okay. So just an extra click every time.
You should be able to toggle it on your sheet permanently.
On my sheet?
Let me see.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me go in there and check that out real quick.
Damn, it's only 6 creatures, so Wally's not involved. That's sad.
Let's see. Toggle. Query Whisper. Okay, so we will sell it to Never Whisper Rolls.
Okay.
There you go. It should start working for you. And if anybody else is having that same thing, you go to your gear on your character sheet, and then the top right, near the second item down in the right hand column, or sorry, third item down. Alrighty. Yeah. So apparently, Afra, in the short time that she knew Hef, I mean, her heart was definitely moved with friendship and compassion. And hearing these words, heartfelt as they are, would give you guys the benefits of inspiring a leader.
All right. Everybody gets 4 temporary hit points.
Nice. Alrighty. So you got those temp HP. You've got your body taken care of. You guys can spend your 1 hit die, hooray level 1, if you need to.
I'm gonna use a thing.
Ooh, okay.
So while everyone's short resting, Vesh just looks at this strange smoking turtle. He's never seen a turtle before. And he isn't the most well-educated guy either.
Yeah. Turtles are definitely not native to gosh, your world was called a Beeral, right? A
I
Beeral.
was born in
Oh, you were born here in Toril. Okay.
yeah, but it was in Time Anther, the city that got
Yeah, okay.
transferred over, sort of thing.
Gotcha. Yeah, so yeah, your people generally would have probably no knowledge of these guys. And then even amongst the people of Chult, where the turtles go to breed, essentially, they are still a very rare sight. That is because turtles are sort of like the panda bears of Forgotten Realms. They they really don't like put a lot of effort into making more turtles, and they are very adventurous, which anyone who is an adventurer knows is not a very safe lifestyle. So they have a very poor birth rate as a race. So they are exceptionally rare creatures.
And they also get turned into Juraz sometimes. So
Yeah, yeah, true. And for whatever reason, despite being turtles, they have a stupidly low lifespan. Which I swear to God was just a typo that everyone is too proud to change. But anyways, yeah, their birth rate is abysmal. It is very, 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 very poor. So yeah, you guys. I mean, it is a high fantasy world. It is the continent of Faerun. You've seen a lot of wild stuff. So a big talking turtle is not the strangest thing you've seen. You are hanging out with a dragon, a blue guy, and a bird man. But it is for most of you probably the first time you've ever seen one.
So yeah, he says to Locke, he's like, so I have heard of the bird folk, and he indicates Garuda. And I've heard of werewolves, were-tigers. I've never heard of a were-turtle.
Wait, you believe him to be cursed?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking him. I have never seen something like that.
Jenna goes up to him and goes up to Locke and puts her titties in his face and takes one finger and brushes his chin. You'll
Okay.
do just nicely.
Whoa, chick. We gotta test you first.
that sounded dirty.
Do
You
you
have
flirt
nothing to
with
worry
literally anything that moves, Jenna?
So with the turtle, if you'd like to see if your character knows about them, definitely drop a nature check, or
So
a
I'm just
history
gonna say
check.
straight up, Vesh doesn't.
I did a
Yeah.
history check. If you
Okay.
see if smart enough.
Okay, let's see. 20. Garuda, yes, you do know of turtles. They are a race of sentient turtle or tortoise-like creatures. They hail from Chult, which is actually home to a great variety of Aracora species. Judging from your coloration and background and whatnot, you are not from Chult. But you have kind of heard of turtles in so much as you have heard about the other species of Aracora that inhabit the world. But basically, they are very, very tough defensively, and they can breathe underwater for a long time.
And I tell the party that.
Yeah, but they are a real thing, and they are not cursed. They are not a lycanthrope or anything like that. They are an actual thing.
Told you he wasn't cursed.
All
So,
right.
like, what was your plan? Like, you guys came over here, but you just got killed.
Plan.
Killed a guy. What's your plan? How
Think
you
we
gonna
had a
get this
think we
plan.
brotherhood?
needed a plan. We were going to go in and look for these red Scarlet Brotherhood people. We didn't expect a house full of vicious bugs to just fly out and attack us. That wasn't the information we were given.
Yeah, I'm starting to think there aren't any Scarlet Brotherhood people here. Because if there were, they would be dead.
There's a lot of these footprints around, so something or
Hmm.
someone clearly has been in and out of here. But I bet this is some sort of hazing, isn't it?
Locke, what have you heard at headquarters? Do you know anything more than we do?
Yeah, I know a few things, but you know, there's like this cult group, and like you were sent over here to like take care of them.
Hmm.
Yep.
All right.
That's-
Well, let's head back in once more under the breach and all that.
Okay.
You want to try the front door this time?
I mean,
I feel
we
like
can.
maybe
I
we won't
feel
get
like
swamped quite as much.
we need to have a quick talk about running away. Let's be brave together.
That's the talk. All right. So let's see. It's been about an hour. We'll say it's been about 3 hours because you spent about an hour looking for a safe place to burn the body and dispose of it. You rested for an hour and then you returned to the house that crawls. From which direction would you like to approach the building? I can throw up the spooky aerial shot of it if you'd like.
I liked the. I mean, we already cleared out that one entrance, right? Shouldn't we just use that?
Well, if you guys
Well,
want
we
to.
cleared out the that entrance before, although we did make a lot of noise around there. But it only makes sense to me that there'll probably be more bugs in other areas of the house.
Didn't they come from the roof?
From the roof, from inside the corridors, from out of the top windows,
Yep.
but only from that section of the house. So it seems like to me like it would be safer to go in that way, at least for now.
Like maybe like the girl here, this cute little girl, could go up to the door and look in, and like the blue guy and the lizard man can just keep quiet for a minute.
All right. I'll try it. But if I die, I glare at the turtle.
Make
I
sure we keep
glare at
playing
Jenna.
anymore.
We've got your
I'm
back.
gonna find whatever. I'll be dead, so I can't do anything, but I'll be mad.
Well, I could like come up there with you.
I'll be okay. All right. All right. Well, let's go head to the back door then.
All right, so same point of entry as before. Got it. All right. Yeah, when you guys return, all of the corpses of bugs and bug bats, centipedes and whatnot are gone.
Oh, does
Hmm.
it look like they've been eaten?
You can go check the scene of the crime, try to piece it together with investigation.
Well, I've got survival.
I can.
Yeah,
I can.
survival
I
will
can
also work.
investigate.
All right.
What's the red icon you've got on Jenna, by the way, just out of curiosity?
That was my readied spell.
Oh, okay.
I should have did that too.
Oof.
Yeah, I mean, Afra, you realize that a large snake, probably about 45, 50 feet long, came by and snatched up some of the bodies, and that giant weasels dragged off the rest.
Can I see if they were dragged into the house?
So the snake went that away, and the weasels went that away.
I hate how casually you're saying that. It's like giant snake ate them, giant weasels.
Well, guys, there's definitely more stuff in here. So I guess let's head on in the house and see what we see. So I'm gonna move. Let's see. I'm gonna move to the door. I want to listen and look for traps, see if there's anything about the door.
Give me that perception check.
Okay.
Okay.
Feels bad.
Yeah, I mean, the house, as you're listening, you can hear it sort of swaying and creaking a little bit. The building is made of stone, but you swear that you could sort of hear the stones kind of grind a bit as the wind blows.
Okay, well, guys, be ready for anything. This house was owned by an alchemist, so I suspect there might be some truths in the rumors of the house being haunted. Okay, I'm gonna try the door.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm watching intently and just writing a frostbite.
Okay.
Vesh remembering how Hef died from him clanking around is, rather than moving up to the house like he really wants to, he's just kind of standing around impatiently.
Jenna walks up to Vesh and puts a hand on his shoulder like, "You'll get him soon. Just wait a little bit longer."
Waiting is not my strong point.
Would you like me to minor illusion you a puzzle to give you something to occupy yourself?
He looks you dead in the eye. Puzzles are also not my strong point.
Oof.
Alrighty. The door itself is not locked, but it is closed. So you kind of turn the handle, and it's very ominous and horror movie-esque with the kind of you can hear every tumbler kind of turning as you turn it. And do you open the door?
I open the door, but I dodge back out of the way. Like
All right.
I give it a shove and dodge.
All right.
Shove and barrel roll.
Yeah.
Yep. An adorable
This is why you
frog
need a 10-foot pole.
with flight goggles appears, and she shouts, "Do a barrel roll!" And you barrel roll out of the way. You avoid the attack from the dust that is stirred up and comes sort of drifting out of the open door. Yeah, let's see. This room is, or at one time, was some sort of living area. There is a lot of refuse, and in the southeast, well, not southeast. Gosh, this is the west. So the northwest corner of the room down here, and also in this corner as well. So down on the western side of the room, there is all sorts of garbage just piled up. There is an old stone fireplace, and there is a moldy looking rug. There is also an abundance of spider webs.
Okay. Do I see or hear anything threatening?
Unless you have dust allergies or mold allergies, you think you're going to be okay.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna wave over to the other guys. We're clear. Come on in.
There is also a door, because it's important to keep people aware of doors. So let's see. There you go.
So, Jenna's gonna let.
Oh, Afra, as you step into the room. Sorry. As you step into the room, a booming, fiendish laughter surrounds you and fills the room. Basically, somewhere along the lines of, "Welcome, fools. Welcome to your death." I would need everyone, because everyone could hear that. Everyone needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Does Wally have to?
Yes, Wally does.
Okay.
Okay. Damn, these are some pretty solid rolls, guys.
Let's go, Wally.
Impressive. You guys, it's pretty spoopy and definitely took you by surprise, but the only person it seems to have really affected, and maybe they'll want to know secretly, so I'm going to whisper to them secretly so they can hold. This is a tough party, so I think if you're the only person that failed, you'd probably want to know secretly. Alrighty. So that happened. Now you continue walking into the room. What do you do next?
I cannot see very well, so can I pull out my lantern and
Yeah,
look
sure.
around?
So select your mini and then hit the button light sources and then select the
Okay.
appropriate light source, and it should
Okay.
automatically toggle on some lights for you.
Okay. I like that. Okay. Do I see anything that looks shiny or loot-like?
Let's see. Give me another perception check, because nothing really stands out right off the top of your head.
God,
I'm
having these terrible perception rolls.
Yeah, you thought you saw something, and then everybody sort of like shuffled into the room and kind of stirred up a bunch of dust and dirt.
Hey Crash, can I make sure that the door doesn't close behind us? Like it closes halfway, but it doesn't close all the way. Maybe I could put like a crossbow like in the middle, just like wedge it open.
Seeing what you want to do. Vesh is like, everyone get off the rug. I'll stuff it in the doorway.
Like I want to make sure like the door doesn't close behind us and like locks itself or something like that. Just you get what I'm saying?
Hey dudes, like where's that scaredy cleric at?
Oh, lol.
All right,
Jackson,
you
so
look,
you all
look
right?
out, and you see that he is just sort of standing there staring at the house.
Wally, go love tap him. Wally kind of like pokes at him.
Vesh just shakes his head, like. Finally decided to join us then.
Reluctantly.
Well,
What's the matter with you?
Something's not right with this house.
Gee, what gave
No
you that
shit.
idea? Was it the bugs that came to kill Hef, or the loud laugh that we all just heard?
Mostly the laugh.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I
that was
didn't
what
find
made
it
me think.
funny.
The same thing made
It
me
wasn't
think something
funny.
wrong with this house.
It's probably just an illusion or something trying to scare us off.
So
even if it wasn't, being afraid of what you can't see is just.
After I will tell you that the refuge down here, it definitely has that sort of hobo camp garbage feel, or teenager's secret hideout in the woods kind of feel to it. Yeah, just
Okay.
a lot. Yeah, just a lot of like empty or broken alcohol bottles, some scraps of rotten food, some fish bones,
Little bits of balled
just
up tissue everywhere.
yeah, a little bit of that. Yeah. It's very it's maybe some broken drug paraphernalia. It definitely doesn't look like something a ghost or a bug would make use of.
Okay.
Can
And it
I
certainly doesn't look hundreds of years old.
like investigate the room?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation.
Before you do that, get off the rug. You too, Naxos.
Really ominous linen knit rug.
Thank
An
you.
18.
Yeah. So Jenna, when they mention the rug, it definitely kind of hits you that rugs cover things up.
Ifesh is literally in the process of rolling it
Yeah.
up now because he wants to shove it in the doorway to make sure it doesn't close on us.
Yeah, I'll help him out with
Okay.
that too.
All right. As you do, you hear like the Legend of Zelda "You found a thing" sound go off, and you see a trapdoor.
Ooh.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Hey, listen.
Can I inspect it for traps?
Sure.
I will go up and
You can-
inspect too.
You can use perception or investigation when you are looking for traps. Two different
would
ways
like
of
to.
approaching the same problem.
I would like to analyze it thoroughly with investigation.
Okay.
Oh, within a 11.
Yeah, it is a trap door on the floor. It looks like it is well crafted to sit as flush as possible. It would have been hard to detect even without the rug on it. In a way, the rug may have actually brought more attention to it than was needed.
Well,
I'm gonna grin and glance at Jenna. Want to open it?
Whoa,
Uh,
whoa, cute chick.
Oh,
Whoa.
okay. So as you find the sort of inset ring and you give it a tug, you open a secret passage. Let's see. The secret passage shows a staircase leading down into darkness.
Seems like a place the Crimson Brother would hide. Darkness.
Never
It
been a fan of
does.
going down.
It does.
Vesh nods to Afra. I'll go down. Let me borrow that. It's referring to your lantern.
You're noisy. Maybe
Well, that
I'll
trapdoor
go
was
down
not
and
exactly quiet. And light's going to be pouring in there. I'm fairly
Okay.
certain if something's hiding in there, it already knows we're here.
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
I think it's a valid point. You'd much rather him get stabbed than you.
True. Not a huge fan of
He pats
stabbing.
his chainmail. He's like, yes, most certainly. And yeah, Vesh starts heading down the staircase, holding the lantern up so you can see what's happening.
Alrighty. Let me load the next map. Hold on just a sec. All right. Let's see.
Are you doing pervert cleric lock? Is this Ebrom 2.0?
Perfect cleric. Why is that even a thing?
Yeah,
You know
apparently
what?
they had like a Master Roshi situation going on in the
I've
Monday
had
game.
yeah, I've had more pervert clerics than non-pervert clerics in my groups. I don't know why.
Just playing like the real Catholic Church, that's all.
Exactly.
Oh, dang. Too
Straight from
political.
the Vatican.
Too political.
Now I have to go pray for you. All right. So, you guys begin heading down the stairs. I love it. I love it. Okay. I will move you are you all going, or are you letting him go and investigate first?
I believe we're all going.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he can just
No,
go
I'm
first.
just in the lead. Yeah.
All right. So Vesh, did you take the light source or no?
Yes, I'm holding the
Okay.
lantern.
All right. Did you set yourself up to have lantern light?
I believe I do have a
There we go.
template. Yeah.
All right. No, I have a. There's a macro now that you can just set your.
Is it? Oh, nice.
Set your
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is
All
that
right,
something that anybody has access to, or?
Yep. It
Yes,
should be in your
just-
list of buttons along the top of the screen.
When you select your mini.
Oh yeah, light source. Nice.
Cool.
Alrighty. Yeah. So as you start heading down into the cellar, quite a number of things are going to transpire. Let's see. First and foremost,
Let's decide a marching order then, guys. If we're going down a staircase, it's a straight line, so who's at the back?
oh man, nothing like a lightning bolt at level 1 to really kind of get things going.
Oh God.
Am I right? Am I right? Yeah. Let's see. I have the map set up for nighttime, so let me adjust a couple of things real quick.
I mean, we could just long rest in the stairway real quick.
Oh,
to
sure.
Make
Oh,
it
yeah,
easier
real
for
quick.
you.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. So, sorry for
Light
this
definitely has a
this
bit
long
of a
loading
downside,
time.
guys.
You guys found the downstairs so much faster than the other group.
Literally, the first room we went into is just like, oh, that's there. They did have to fight a whole army of insects to get here.
All
It's
right.
because you feel guilty about killing a party member.
Oh,
No.
I do as a
No
player.
guilt, no guilt at all.
All right. So,
As a
Vesh,
character, Vesh doesn't really care.
as you start heading down, yeah, you are fired upon with weapons. People
Okay.
begin shooting at you. So two of the attacks are at disadvantage. I don't think you would be surprised because you kind of know that you're
Yeah.
going into a potentially dangerous area.
Even said straight up, it's just gonna be if anyone is down there, they're gonna know we're coming because we just opened a trap door above.
Right. And a loud spooky sound went off and all sorts of
Yeah.
other stuff. All right. So I'm gonna give each of them their attacks on you, and then we're gonna start initiative. Yeah.
Do it.
Question: are the attacks all on Vesh?
Yes, they are all gonna be on Vesh.
Yep.
All right. So here we go, because these are basically held actions that they are using. So they started holding actions as soon as they heard that spooky thing go off against the first intruder they saw. All right.
If I see them too, I was holding a frostbite.
Yeah, the nature of the stairs is going to make it a little tricky to see them as you're kind of heading down these spooky like attic stairs, or not attic, like basement stairs that like Chucky would hide behind and slash your ankles as you kind of came down them. It's one of those situations. As soon as your miniatures get into the map, though, you would see them, but at that point it would kind of be already happening, sort of thing, because I got you guys just sort of jammed up here at the top of the stairs. Alrighty, if that is the case, let us jump into this. You can no longer hear the crashing of the waves or the spooky sounds of the house, but let's play some combat music. And there is the explosion of sound, the likes of which you have never heard before, Vesh. It sounds like tiny thunderbolts are going off.
I like the sound of
Are they
this.
firing guns at me?
They are firing guns at you. All right, so the first one,
Jesus, they both
yeah,
hit
the
me.
first one's pistol jams. No, they were at disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
The first one's pistol jams, and I have to see if anything crazy happens. The second one, though, that's a great shot. Let's see. You don't add your proficiency bonus to your attack for Oh, that sucks. All right. The other one is a more traditional person. They are going to just shoot you with a longbow.
Okay. Oof, these rolls.
Oh, damn.
Oh my god.
All right. So, Vesh, yeah, you are dropped right there
I'm
on
not
the
actually
stairs.
because of the temp HP.
Oh, because of the temp HP. Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. Now, everybody, go ahead and give me an initiative roll.
I don't actually see the map. I'm still on the
We're
other
not
map.
on the map yet.
Oh, okay. Let me bring you over to the map.
So I gotta wait. I'm making some errors here.
So I have to re-roll now that we're on the right map.
16
Oh, yeah. Did it not?
14.
Can you not see
Yeah.
your initiatives? Okay.
Oh yeah.
It didn't.
All right. So I'll just key them in for you. What was your initiatives?
Mine was
Lock
8.
at 13.
8. All right. Hold on.
13 for lock.
You know what? Let me just clear it. Since you guys were still on the other map, which is my bad. All right. Let's see. Add turn. There we go. All right. So let me manually put in these initiative rolls for you. Naxos, what did you have?
2.1.
2.1. Strong. Trapdoor, got a 0. That's good. Good job, Trapdoor. Afro, what'd you get?
8.14.
8.14. Not in a hurry. I like it. Garuda, what'd you get?
It was like 15.17.
Okay. Jenna.
16.14.
Nice. All right. Vesh.
9.
9. Okay. And
I
Wally.
fancy decimals for me.
A 9.18.
Okay. And Locke.
13.1.
All right. All right. Most of you are going to go before they do, but this guy is going to get one more shot off. All right. Gauging the distance, he is going to reload the pistol. He's going to step forward 10 feet, and he's going to take another shot at you. This one will not be at disadvantage. Again, they seem to be using some sort of like magic wand situation. It is a weirdly shaped magic wand. Has sort of a wooden, like knobby handle and a long metal tube. And they're aiming the wands at Vesh, and the wands make an explosion of smoke and light. And then Vesh seems to be taking some damage. This one apparently ran out of charges and had some sort of malfunction. Oh my gosh. I guess they both doing pretty bad. Yeah, he takes a shot and it just kind of blows up the step in front of you. Cursing under his breath, he's going to use the rest of his movement to back up to here. Jenna, you're up.
So I can see them.
And I can, if you are coming down the steps behind Vesh, then you would be able to see them. Yeah, once you get onto the map. So yeah, you're onto the map, and then.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Frostbite at this guy.
All right, that's a Constitution save.
Yep.
Okay.
He
fails. All right,
he takes 3 damage and has disadvantage on his next weapon attack.
All right, cool. Anything else from Jenna? You are going to crowd it up here on the stairs. Are you going to step back up or kind of run back up the stairs to the first floor?
No, I don't want to go up there.
Okay.
I'll just stay on the crowded steps.
Okay. Garuda, you're up.
So can I ask what these people are wearing?
Yeah, they are wearing leather armor. They look like coastal inhabitants. They have leather armor. They have clothes that would protect them from a variety of different weather, but also dry quickly if it were to get wet. So in other words, they kind of look like pirates.
So like the table has like food and everything on it. Like it's like
Oh yeah. These definitely look like living human beings. And it looks like this is a place where living human beings would live.
okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I could give you a quick description of the room if you'd like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this torchlit chamber was once a large cellar, but it has since been converted into living quarters. 10 crude beds stand along the south wall, each with a wooden locker at its foot. A long wooden trestle table ringed by rickety stools dominates the center of the room. Metal cutlery, cups, and dirty plates sit atop the table. A cook stove is installed near the table, and evidence of recently cooked meals sits in pots atop it. A large ham hangs from a loop of twine near the stove. A sturdy set of stairs has some adventurers on it. There's a trap door at the ceiling above. There are two wooden doors. I don't know if you can see that far, but there are two wooden doors over here on the far side of the room. So over here on like the south side of the room.
Okay.
All right. Now, I will say Jenna is already on the stairs. So you would be squeezing if the two of you were trying to operate in the stairs at the same time. So that would just be a disadvantage to your attack roll from there. You could certainly move all the way down the stairs into the cellar, and that would allow you a little bit more freedom of movement. A question that you're going to ask because you are a bird person: how high is the ceiling down here? The ceiling is only 15 feet high.
Low. Fair enough. Can I like get right here and then jump off right here?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
All right, you kind of flap, like spread your wings like Batman style, and just
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
off the stairs. Okay.
Yeah. You know what I wanted to do, Crash. And
All
that
right.
motherfucker right there, I'm gonna do a
Okay, the
sharpshooter
one
and a
that's
roll
already
shot
got
at
some
him.
frost built up on him.
Or no, I guess I'll do this one. You're right. This dude
Okay.
in the back, so looking all
All
pretty and
right.
whatnot.
This is
Just
the one that's got the long bow. Is this one back here?
fair enough. And I sharpshooter him.
Okay.
And
Oof. Yeah, a 5 does not hit. He is able to sort of duck out of the way of the shot while he readies another arrow.
all right. And now that's my turn.
All right, Locke, you're up.
Locke is going to jump down the stairway right here and then rush over to this enemy. And he's going to say, "Sorry, babe." And he's going to swing his his mace and try to hit her.
All right. Yeah, 18 is definitely a hit. It crunches into her, and she is bloodied from the attack.
And with my remaining movement,
well, your movement's 30, right? So like moving.
I have mobile.
You have mobile. Okay, very nice. Okay.
So I'm gonna move right there.
Cleric.
Very nice. Okay.
A mobile tool. What?
I love it. I love it.
Oh god, that's good. Never in my life
Literally a
did I
ninja
think I'd see
turtle.
it.
Yeah. Do you, when you're moving quickly, do you like tuck everything into your shell and like spin on the ground like a cartoon,
like a Beyblade or something?
Yeah, like a Beyblade. Exactly. Alrighty. Yeah, she is terrified. This giant turtle, of which she just ate a turtle like earlier this week, just comes out of nowhere, super fast, and just hits her right in the gut with a mace. She is baffled by what is happening. She drops her wand on the ground. It just sort of clatters there, and she reaches for her sword. Wally, you're up.
Wally's just taking the dodge action.
All right, Vesh Cadell, you're up.
All right. Feeling like he literally has just walked into a room and felt like he's been blasted apart.
Yeah.
Somehow just still like standing on his feet. He looks down at like the dented and burnt armor. I only just got this. He steps into the room and sees these two kind of taking cover in this direction. Yeah, he's heading in their direction.
Okay.
and then he's gonna roar. He's gonna be like, "Drop your cowardly, explodey weapons and fight me like real men."
All right. Oh, using the dragon fear. All right. Let's see. Gosh. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. They're gonna have to make wisdom saving throws. Here we go. Lady who got hit in the guts. Dude with the beautiful hair.
Beautiful, beautiful hair.
And then guy with the long bow. Okay.
DC's
So-
13. So
All right. So beautiful hair has failed and is frightened of you.
Come on, Orlando.
Yeah. All right. Anything else from Vesh?
no, that's it.
Okay. Afra, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
And I'm going to stab her with my rapier.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you certainly do. That is all it takes to end this woman's life. How do you do it?
I'm gonna while she's doubled over, from the mace hit to the stomach, I will just sink that through the back of her neck.
Oh, dang. All right. So you just kind of go up and just quick execution style, and she just falls over dead.
Yep.
All right.
And that is my turn.
And that is your turn. Okay. Faced with many different threats here, this dude is going to ready 2 bow shots, and he's going to take them. The first and greatest threat is obviously this terrifying dragon creature. So he's going to take his first shot against that. Here we go. Oh my god. These guys, I've rolled what, like 5 ones since this fight started? Let's see. Do not add your damage bonus to your next attack. Oh, damn.
So
All
you've
right.
either been getting ones or you've been getting like 18, 19s.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They've been fluctuating pretty hard. All right, he's gonna take his second shot against you, Vesh, because the first one went so poorly. There we go. But he doesn't get to add his damage bonus, so this is only 2 points of damage.
That's enough to knock me out anyway.
All right.
I had 1 hit point left.
Let's
you still
see.
ran
Oh
that, dude?
man,
That's you're a real one, Vesh.
he is going to move back here by the stove. And he just kind of pushes. He's kind of pushing some stuff aside, and he's kind of messing with the wall there. You hear some grinding of stone, and he moves through a now open secret door. So there's a secret door here. Let's see. There you go. Alrighty. That brings us to this girl who is so dead. Naxos, you're up.
So Naxos is going to pull close the trap door to hopefully put
Oh,
some
nice,
distance
nice.
between him and the source of his fear.
Okay.
And then step down here and toll Orlando Bloom.
Okay. Orlando's already been damaged. Let's see that wisdom saving throw. Yeah, that's a fail. So he takes 2 more damage. And his face kind of goes a little gaunt, and you see like sweat kind of breaking out as the he kind of hears the drowning of your goddess's victims. All right. Vesh, seeing that his ally is dead and his other has tried to flee, and seeing how scary you are, he is going to try and flee as well. Actually, you're down on the ground, so I guess you're not that scary, but he's still scared of you because you're still a source of
Yeah.
fear. So let's see. We're going to move to here and here. He's going to take a shaky disadvantage shot at you, Locke. Ooh, a 10 bounces off your shell. Just ting! Whatever he fired at you did not get through the protection provided to you by the your creator, Ubtao. All right. So as you make your way, he makes his way through the passage up there. This passage is secret, so if you need to pass through it, just move here and then say you're passing through it, and you can pass through into the next room. Jenna, you're up. They are fleeing through a secret passage.
Jenna's gonna move right here, and she's just gonna inspect the magic wand that she dropped on the floor.
Okay. Yeah. So you go ahead and you pick it up. There's some heat coming off of it, and there's the smell of a variety of alchemical components. There are mechanical bits here as well. This definitely seems like something that the gnomes or other followers of the god of invention Gong would be super excited about.
Does it seem magical?
It does not. It seems clockwork or alchemical in nature.
Quite peculiar. All right. Yeah, and that's her turn.
All right. That brings us to Garuda.
So I can't even get over there, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I'm trying to, since they left the secret door open, I'm trying to change the dynamic lighting for it so that you guys could access it a little bit easier.
Yeah, I'll move up and that's it. That's all my walking speed. I can't fly down here, so.
Yes, the sadness of bird folk, invincible outside, just like everybody else inside.
I
There we
already
go.
arrow shot just in case anybody else want to come out and play. And call it my turn.
Alrighty. Locke, you're up.
Locke is going to rush over to the door here, and is that door open? That secret
Yeah.
door?
You should be able to see through it now. Do you see through it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take a couple steps in, and then.
Well, I mean that's actually where that guy is standing. So you could just stand right there. Yep.
Oh, well then I'll swing my mace at him.
All right, do it.
Take this, dude.
13 is just enough. 7 points of damage. Oof. Okay.
And then I'll step off to the side here where he can't reach me.
All right. He has a bow equipped, so if he did make an opportunity attack against you, it would be a terrible one, and he certainly doesn't want to try to grapple you, so he just lets it go. All righty.
That's it.
That's it. Wally, you're up.
Wally's just gonna do a quick fly over. Look over here.
Okay. Yeah, Wally, there's some doors over here.
Locke, how does a crane sound? I just know how you are with bird calls.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
From over here.
Yeah, that's definitely an animal I will need to shoot more often. Got it. All right. Vesh,
I'm gonna go right here and take the dodge action.
Okay.
Vesh, you're up. Or more like Vesh, you're down. Make a death saving throw.
Oh, right. Make a death saving throw. You take tanking very seriously. Afra, you're up. Vesh, yeah, Vesh is down again.
Okay. I'm going to move up to Vesh. Is there any way I can attempt to stabilize him?
Yeah,
Use
medicine
your
as an
action to
action,
medicine
or
check.
if you have a healer's kit, you would just use one
Mhm.
use of quote unquote magic band-aids.
I can try.
All right.
I failed.
Yeah. These wounds, like there seems to be something like that has gone through his armor and is lodged in his flesh. Some kind of metallic ball. You start to kind of pull at it with your fingers, and his whole body starts kind of like seizing up in pain, and some blood sort of squirts out of the wound.
Okay, not gonna do that then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my lantern back,
Okay.
and I'm gonna
Are you
move over
still?
here.
Yeah, you still have some movement. All right.
Yeah.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
walking along the top of the table? I dig it.
Yeah. Well, I've got a high place. I'm
Yeah.
also like, can I look for any evidence of like the contraband that we're supposed to be looking at, the stuff that they're smuggling? If that takes an action, then I can not.
Yeah, I mean, passively, you haven't really noticed anything with all the fighting and stuff. That would be something you'd need to kind of put some
Nah.
put some more effort into. Yep.
Work it
Okay.
up there, cutie. Work it.
Oh, geez, inappropriate turtle. All right, Afra, your turn is over. I think you can
Yes.
just barely see, through this
Yeah.
secret door. One of the dudes.
Yeah.
All right, dude, bro does not want to die. He is going to. Let's see. That'd be a terrible shot if he took it right there. So he's just going to move into the room. And he is going to ready a shot. Or, yeah, that's what he's going to do. He's going to ready a shot. All right. Naxos, you're up.
All right. Well, let's see how far away. It's not far. All right. So I'm gonna walk over to Vesh.
Mhm.
The false god Helm did not see to raise you, but Umberlead takes pity upon you, and he'll cast Cure Wounds on you.
Nice. Oh. Mostly ever seeing healing word. I'm always amazed by how much cure wounds heals in comparison. So
Almost enough to put a level 1 character from dead to full health again.
Yeah.
Remember
Okay.
Umberlead's help.
All right.
He
And
coughs up a bit of blood and gives you a thumbs up.
He doesn't give it lightly.
So Naxos, you still have a little bit of move left if you'd like to take it.
I guess I'll try to say I have 20 more feet, so I can get there right next to Afra.
Alrighty. This guy is still he's still a fear. Does he get a save every round against your fear, or let's see?
It would say in the thing if you scroll up.
If he takes any damage, he can repeat the saving throw. So I don't think he's actually taken damage since you feared him. Yeah, all right.
And I think does if he's out of line of sight, does it break it as well? I'm not sure.
No, I don't believe your. Remember, fear effects are different. Like
each
almost
one is
every
different.
every time. So okay, the target automatically succeeds if it can't hear or see you. If it fails, it's frightened for 1 minute. If it takes any damage, it can repeat the saving throw. So that's the only way it can do that is to wait out a minute or have that happen. He is going to use a dash action to just get the F out of here. So he's going to do that. All right. Jenna, you're up.
Jenna's gonna. Oh, I can't. This door's weird. I can't see through it right here, but did they close the door?
No, it is just very dark in there.
Oh, okay. Darkness. All right. So I'm just gonna cast minor illusion roughly 10 feet into the door, and it's just gonna be like a wax statuette of Locke.
Okay. Yeah, so it's going to be much smaller than Locke because it's got to fit in a five. It's got to only be 5 feet tall, but it could be 5 feet wide.
Didn't Locke say he was 5 feet tall?
Oh, are you? Yeah, there you go. So
Five and
you
a half.
so you create a slightly smaller version of Locke, but it is just a visual. So it just kind of appears in the thing. That is enough. He takes his shot. Let's see. Oof. All right. He was not firing at Locke. He was firing at this dead body on the ground. And as he sinks a shot into it, things start happening. Which I will then add to the initiative.
I'll take cover by Locke.
Okay.
Rainbow monkeys, rainbow monkeys.
Okay, Garuda, you are up.
Did anybody check her body? I know, Jenna did, but did you take the wand from her?
Yeah, I grabbed the wand and I put it in my satchel. You could ask me for it though.
I will. Did anybody loot her? Like, completely loot her?
No, nobody actually has taken the time to loot her. If you want to do that as your action.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Let's see. All right, she has a. Let's see. What does she have on her? She has a coin pouch containing some money. She's wearing leather armor. She has a cutlass, a dagger, a pouch that seems to contain two different compartments. Or sorry, 3 different compartments. So it is like oh man, it's sort of like a fanny pack, but leather and divided into 3 different compartments, if that makes any sense. Let's see if I could find a good indication of what this is looking like.
Oh, are you gonna post it in the treasure, or should I be that noticed straight down?
Yeah, I'll post it over in art so you can kind of see. But basically, yeah, she has a number of pouches that are divided into different compartments, and one of the compartments has basically like a silk, almost like a silk bag containing a weird like crystalline powder. One of them contains small round like balls. Maybe they're ball bearings, maybe they're marbles, not exactly sure. And then one of them contains a number of papers. The papers are very thin. They seem like, the papers you might use to roll cigarettes or something like that. So basically, she has a pouch that looks like this.
Okay.
Yeah. And then what else does she got? Let's see. They're in with the coinage, of which you do not have time to count right now. There does seem to be a pearl, which is kind of nice.
A
And
pearl.
and she has a gold earring, like a big chunky gold earring. All right. So that's what you find on her.
Yeah, fair enough. And
So
then
you still
that's
have some movement if you'd like to take it.
I can move up right here. That's about it.
Okay. Locke, you're up.
Locke will pull out a stone from his pouch and cast light on it. And then, if he can, he would like to move over to the doorway and toss it in.
Okay. You're going to toss the stone into the room. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And then after that, Locke will step back out of the way.
All right, let's see what we can do here. Oh, that's terrible. Let's see. Do really none of you guys are alpha'd? Come on now. Oh, fine. We'll use this. There we go. All right, so let's see. We'll make that a light source for a light spell. Light spell is the equivalent of a torch. There we go. All right. Is that?
No, it's not
see
on.
now?
It turned on for a second, then it turned off.
All right. I wonder if because it's an animated thing, but let's see. 40, 20. There you go.
That's better. Okay.
All right.
And then Locke steps back.
All righty. That brings us to Wally.
Wally's gonna do a quick fly around. And then he's gonna land on Jenna and take the dodge action.
Okay. Now, keep in mind, full meta here. You can't see through your familiar's eyes unless you are doing the link up with the familiar.
Yeah,
So
but he can like communicate
using your familiar
telepathically.
to like scout and stuff, not necessarily kosher.
Unless
more
you let
like
a little hoot out if
okay.
Right, yeah,
I was thinking of it more like he tells, like he looks and then tells me telepathically what's in there.
All right, so the body in that room starts doing some real nasty stuff. All right. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, okay. Okay. Vesh, you're up.
All right, so he stands up and kind of blearily rubs his eyes. He's like, "Are they all dead? Which way do they go?"
In there, where the light's coming from.
And none of you have gone in there, so I'm assuming it's dangerous. Fine.
Right?
So he's going to dash and end his turn.
All right, Vesh, it seems that there are two turtles now. One of them silently and stoically standing in the other room.
Actually, yeah, I can end my turn here.
Yeah.
All right.
Vash, you.
He looks at the log, and then he looks at the other log. So you say something? Was that you? Do you have a twin brother?
What's up, dude?
It's an illusion.
Oh, right, I see. Magic. I should have known.
Now, I will tell you this. You can see that there is a corpse in the other room, and the corpse is in the process of exploding as bits of it are rupturing and just fistfuls of maggots, each one about 2 to 5 inches long, are just rupturing and erupting out of this corpse that is on the ground.
That's not very nice.
God, my stomach turned when you said fistful of maggots.
Yeah.
Oh.
More bugs. Great. These things are working with the bugs somehow, probably. Or these people, I should say.
We'll go inside.
I will. His turn's over. He dashed to get there. He had to stand up from prone, so.
Ugh, maggots are so gross. Ugh. Bleh.
I hate you a lot.
Anyways, all right. That brings us to Aphra.
I will move up to here and ready my dagger to stab anything that attacks Vesh.
Okay. All right. Yeah, this dude is going to yeah, he's going to get the heck out of there. All right, Vesh, you watch in horror as all of these worms that are erupting from this corpse kind of coalesce into a single swarm of hungry writhing maggots, and covered in the viscous remains of this corpse. They begin slithering towards you. They go right through the illusion as though it is not there. All right, Naxos, you're up.
See if I stand
So are
over
they
here.
on the same space as, or are they there?
They are actually they are in both spaces. Thanks for asking. Yeah. And there's really nothing left of the corpse at this point, but I'll leave it there just for
reference.
For reference.
Nice.
Are there some underneath that lock
Yes.
illusion
Yeah.
or something?
I'll shrink it down a little. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, now I can see it. All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna try to toll them through the doorway.
Okay. All right.
These are undamaged.
Here we go. They're not particularly wise. Oh, but they do manage to make it with a -4. All right. Yeah, they have been drowning at the all-you-can-eat buffet for a little while now as they grew in size and ferocity. So a little bit more drowning does not seem to bother them. All right. What else you got there, Naxos?
That's probably it then. I'll just stand here.
All right, Jenna, you're up.
Jenna's gonna take a look. Oh no, she can go down. She goes straight left. And she'll just cast frostbite on the maggots.
Okay.
Ew, they're hideous.
They are. Oh yeah, they fail. So they take 4 points of damage.
And disadvantage on their next attack roll. If they make attack rolls, but they're a swarm. Alright, yeah, and then Jenna's just gonna back up to like right here. And that's her turn.
Alrighty. Let's do a little. There we go. All right, Garuda, you're up.
So is there like anything like papers on a table or anything, or any like chests I can explore?
Yeah, there are 10 chests you can explore in this room. There's a footlocker at the foot of every bed.
I'm gonna go do that.
Okay.
Dash over there. I'll start right here and start looking inside the chest while they deal with maggots. That's my turn.
All right. That's your turn. Locke, you're up.
Locke's gonna step right behind Vesh, and he's going to sacred flame that pile of maggots.
Alrighty. Let's see.
DC 13. So.
Yeah, they just made it. Okay.
And people say Constitution's a bad saving throw.
Anything else?
Step back out of the way.
Okay. Wally, you're up.
Wally's gonna.
Not gonna lie, Wally. Trapped inside this bird body, worms do seem particularly tasty. But you are a professional, and you won't let the base instincts of your flesh prison dictate your decisions.
And he's a familiar that can't take attacks. He's just gonna fly over to this chest and help Garuda. Give Garuda the help action for investigation. Or whatever he does.
Vash, this writhing swarm of maggots comes rushing and gushing through the secret door, and begins to crawl up your legs and into any bits of armor that it can to try to get at your flesh. Afra, you are holding an action.
Yep. And I am going to stabby. Damn it.
Oof. All right. You go to stab the 100 maggots. But as you do, one of them kind of hops free from the swarm and starts biting you on the hand. You don't take any damage. But yeah, you kind of like are occupied with getting that shaking that loose from your hand. And you realize that it is trying to burrow into your flesh.
Oh God.
Yeah. Okay. So no actual bad effect there. Unless you tried unless you were a dual wielder, but you're not, so you don't need to worry about it. All right. Vesh, you're up.
Okay. This is all kind of gruesome. And right now Vesh is regretting not having saved his roar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he looks at his axe and he's like, I'm not sure that this will be very effective. I mean, how many maggots can you crush in one swing of an axe, eh? Can you? Are they sharing a cell with me at the moment? Yeah.
Yeah, they are in your space.
Okay. So yeah, he steps forward, trying to shake them off as best he can.
Ooh. All right. As you step out of your space, that does provoke an opportunity attack from them.
Does it? Oh, they got 0 feet of range, have they?
Yeah, they got a reach of 0. So as you exit the space, they will attack you. Here we go.
At disadvantage because frostbite.
Alrighty. Oh no, that's not the frostbite one. The frostbite one's the other.
Oh, okay. There's more than them. I'm sorry.
All right, a 12 does not get through your defenses. Alrighty. So you move out of the space.
First
now
thing,
you are
is there
now you
any
are
signs of
flanked by
people
them.
in this room?
There is a fake, you realize, lock. There is a glowing stone on the floor. This seems to be some sort of abandoned wine cellar. There are stairs that lead up, and there is a just destroyed, rotted corpse over here.
All right, stepping around these maggots here. This glowing stone on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
What does it look like, just vaguely? He's not going to like inspect it or anything.
I mean, it looks like a very pretty piece of sea glass that has a light cantrip cast on it.
I see. Okay. Then, yeah, I guess he'll take a big swing at these maggots here, these nasty assholey, disgusting things.
Yeah, 20 is definitely a hit. Ooh, 11 points of damage is pretty good. Oh, we never decided with this group. Do we round down or up? This is a pivotal decision for the entire campaign. Rules is written, you round down. I meant to include that in the campaign survey.
I would say down.
Down?
Yeah, the standard.
Rules is written.
Round up for what it tells you to round up, like.
Right. But if it doesn't say otherwise, you round down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right. Okay, so it takes some damage from that attack. Not nearly as much as you were hoping for. Your instincts were correct. There's just too many independent parts to make a huge difference with this attack. All right. Anything else from Vesh Cadell?
No, that's it. That's all he can do.
All right, Afra, you're up.
Okay.
Flesh-eating maggots. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Well, the one that's on me, I'm gonna brush off.
Oh yeah, that one you've already knocked that one
okay.
off. Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Well then I will rapier.
Okay. Let's see.
With my sneak attack.
Yeah, that is a hit.
Yeah.
So 11. So it takes a little bit of damage. You managed to skewer quite a few worms with that attack. They kind of scream a little bit, which is unsettling, as you stab through them and sort of shish kebab them.
Okay. That's all I got.
Alrighty. Fleeing dudes continue to flee. Little grubblies. All right, little grubblies, they're not smart. They're just going to move on to you and try to hit you, Veshkadel. This
Okay.
attack is at disadvantage because of the frosty stuff. Let's see. Oh, okay. So they crawl all over you, but are unable to get in there and make any sort of point of insertion, you might say.
Nice. That's a really
Alrighty.
nice way to phrase it.
Yeah.
Oh
Naxos,
man, I
you're
just
up.
don't like that these things roll 1d0s. It makes it even more scary.
Yeah. Do you like how I put and then ...
Yeah.
I hate how
So,
Roll20 gives everything away by default.
So Nax doesn't like these crawlies and takes a few steps back, and then
Oh yeah.
tolls the dead on the ones closest to him.
Okay. Let's see.
The
These are
horrible roll.
these are previously damaged. Let's see what the save is. Oh my god. Yeah, they do not seem to be affected by Toll the Dead.
These are some smart ass
They
maggots.
eat the dead.
Yeah. Yeah, they think you're ringing the dinner bell there. All right,
Well, that's
anything
all
else
for
from
me then.
Naxos? Okay. Continues to flee. Jenna, you're up.
Just frostbiting the close one.
Alrighty. Ooh, yeah, it resists.
Okay. And I'm gonna shriek back. These things are disgusting. Kill them. Oh.
Oh man. Yeah.
So,
There's a salt just shaken into the wound there when you call out for his help. Garuda, you're up.
all right,
A
here.
bird has flown over. A lesser bird. This would be the equivalent of a monkey helping a human, I guess. It seems to be trying to offer you assistance to open this particular chest right here. Because in order to assist you, it does have to be next to you or next to the thing it is assisting with.
All right.
Yeah, Wally's just like poking this chest with his beak.
I'll walk over there and
Mm-hmm.
open up the chest.
All right, the
What's in
chest
it?
is the chest is locked, but it
Bitch.
seems to be a very simple lock.
I don't have thieves' tools, but I do have tinker's tools.
I would say, man, yeah, you could use tinker tools, but you would just be rolling a dexterity check essentially.
Okay.
So you wouldn't gain any proficiency or anything, but you could certainly try to see if you had the right tool in there. This is less about having the tools and more about having the knowledge to use them. So go ahead and just give me a dexterity check. I'm not sure how a bird is going to help unless we're pulling some Scooby-Doo nonsense, but sure, let's give it advantage. So yeah, the bird kind of pecks at the lock as if to indicate this is where the lock is. And gosh, that was really helpful. You quickly look through your tinker's tools. You find your flathead screwdriver, and you just kind of jam it in there and kind of like shake it around. So it's kind of like a Aeroacra prom night. You know what I'm saying? And then there is like a clicking sound, and it unlocks.
What's in it?
Okay, what is in it? A spare change of clothes. You too can look like a pirate. There is also some clean underpants. In case you were, needing some human underpants. Now you have some. What else is in there? Let's see. Oh, okay. There is also what looks like a child's charm bracelet. It has several little charms on it. It seems that it is either a human child or a halfling would use this. It's probably worth maybe a few silver or gold if you were to sell it. And there's also a bottle of rum.
Yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum. Okay, cool beans. I look over and see them still fighting maggots, so I'm just like, nope.
All right. Locke, you're up.
So, like, I'm used to magnets, but not like this. And Locke just kind of steps down.
Okay.
And he's going to cast Sacred Flame again.
All right. Sacred Flame again. Let's see if these worms can dodge it. Try your best, little babies. Oh, they did a terrible job. All right, so they take 4 points of extremely bright radiant damage. Okay.
That's it.
That is it. All right. Wally, you're up.
Wally just he doesn't caw because he's not a crow, but he just lets out a loud squawk in Garuda's ear.
Okay.
And then he flies to me and takes the dodge action.
Alrighty. Veshkadel, you are covered in worms. What will you do?
Well, first of all, he's gritting his teeth so hard that anyone who's nearby can practically hear them cracking.
Yeah.
He's rather revolted by this. Can you attack the ones in your own space?
Yep, you totally can.
Okay. He'll continue just trying to slash them to ribbons. Obviously, not doing a particularly good job this time.
All right. So you're sort of like taking your axe and sort of dragging it along your own body, trying to scrape as many of these off as possible. Believe it or not, a 9 hits.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got that bug where it says rolling 1d8 plus something over the top of the freaking exactly where I need to click on to roll the damage. Hold on, let me refresh.
Okay. Do you want me to click it for you, or?
Yeah, please. While I'm refreshing.
Oh damn! Max damage.
Oh, cheers, Crash. I'll let you roll it from now on if you want.
Yeah. The swarm is bloodied by that attack.
Good.
All right. Afra, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna continue stacking up maggots on my rapier.
Okay. Yeah, another hit for a tremendous amount of damage. It is bloodied. The swarm. All right. Anything else from Afra?
That is it.
I like how Vesh, Afra, and Jenna are fighting, and everyone else is like, "Oh, what's in this box?"
So, over here, Vesh, your swarm is gonna try again to get through that armor. Wants to get that sweet meat. Oh,
thank God.
But they cannot get through. Naxos, you're up.
I guess I'm going to toll the ones that are on Vesh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got a shot at that. Thanks to the well-lit room. They will try their best. Wisdom saving throw.
And he rolled the one damage. And they passed anyway, for God's sake.
Oh my god.
All right.
The widest magnets ever seen.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
If you got a little magnifying glass out, you'd see they've all got long beards and
little wizard hats.
Yeah, they're all smoking pipes.
Alrighty. Anything else from Naxos?
Not really, no.
Okay. Oh, shoot. That I skipped these guys' turns. These guys right here, didn't I? Yeah, shoot.
There's a load of people running away or something.
Yeah. Okay. So Afra, these guys are gonna move on to your space. There we go.
Great.
And
So
they will
excited.
attack you. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Ooh, 13.
I think that just hits.
Oh, that's no
good. You've got leather
13.
armor on, haven't you? And you're a rogue.
Nah, she's got 13,
my
right?
My armor class is 13. Yeah.
Oh. All right, Afra, I'm gonna need you to roll a D4 for me.
Okay.
You're not wearing any armor?
Hang on.
She has high charisma, so she had to sacrifice dex.
Well, I still have a 2 dex, and I have armor, but that
Oh,
only
yeah.
gets
All
me
right.
to 13.
Afra, in what is one of the most painful experiences of your life, 2 of the grubs burrow into the skin and into your body.
Great. I'm so excited.
You guys watch in horror movie horror as a 3-inch and a 4-inch maggot actually force their way through her skin and into her body. You see them writhing below the surface of her skin. It is so painful that I don't even roll damage dice for it. That's how painful it is. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. So where did we leave off at? Naxos went.
Jenna.
Let's see. Jenna, you're up.
Um, Jenna's gonna look at Afra and she's gonna say, "Hold still," and I'm gonna try and freeze off the maggots that are on her.
Interesting choice. Okay. All right. Let's see. Constitution save. Oof, doesn't work. Yeah, you try to apply it to them. Frost kind of settles over them. They don't seem to mind. They are hungry babies.
Yep, and that's her turn.
Okay.
I guess actually I'll spend 10 movement to move right there.
All right, Garuda, you're up.
So I guess I heard the scream from Afra. Like, do I? So I guess it's like just like a whole bunch of maggots on her. I'm guessing, or
Oh yeah, she is covered with maggots,
all right. So
big
and
juicy maggots. And as you kind of look over, you've got a pretty good perception. You see that there are some beneath her skin.
okay. Metagame question: if I hit
Yeah.
one, is it damaging like the group, or how does the like? Am I just killing one maggot even though
Basically,
out of
if you
hundreds, or
imagine their hit points are just like abstract, so every time you hit it, you kill some, you kill some more, you kill some more until you either killed them all, the rest of them run away or whatever.
okay?
Yeah. Does anybody want me to post up a photograph of what maggots look like under the skin into
No
art?
thanks.
Nope.
Or
Nope.
can you
No.
imagine?
Nope.
No,
No.
imagination.
Yeah.
No, I
Okay.
do not.
Yeah.
No,
All
I
right.
do
Yeah,
not.
that's
All right.
premium
You
content.
can
Yeah.
All right.
DM it. You can DM it to him.
Okay.
I'm okay. I'm just gonna
I'll
try to
just post it.
sharpshooter the group of maggots then.
Okay. You take aim at the swarm that is all over her.
Oh god.
Oof. God.
Lol. How did I roll fucking that one and natural 20? That's
Let's
God,
see.
yeah.
If this attack was made with a bow or crossbow, it was. Roll a d10 for me.
uh,
All right. Yeah, you hear sort of a twang and you see that your bowstring is damaged a bit. The damage from it will be reduced by 1d4 every time you fire it until you get the string repaired or replaced.
okay.
All right. Yeah, so the arrow didn't even, it just kind of like shot into the table. It was like because you were preoccupied with, oh shit. And you kind of like were looking at the string, and Afra, you I guess breathed a sigh of relief that you weren't shot in the head. But
Yeah.
mostly I think there's just screaming because this particular monster is infamous for killing low-level PCs. So I was very surprised to see it included in this adventure module. Locke, it's
Locke looks at.
bad.
Yeah, he sees these maggots climbing all over Afra. I'll save you, pretty girl. And he casts Sacred Flame on her.
Okay. On her or on the
The maggots, yeah.
the maggots. Okay. All right, that is 4. Let's see if they make the save. Oof. All right, they fail to take 4 more damage. You have dwindled their number significantly, but they are still going, and she still has the 2 that are inside her. All right. Anything else?
Nah, I'm gonna wait right there.
Okay, Wally, you're up.
Wally's gonna fly over to Afra,
Okay.
and he's gonna help do the help action, but like I'd like to think that he's just like trying to like kick as many maggots off of her as possible, like flap them away with their wings. He's trying his best.
All right.
I'll take the help.
Yeah, I appreciate the sacrifice that was made there. Yeah, chicken is delicious. So the worms that are on her are actually going to try to eat you, Wally.
Wait, are those my worms? I guess they
Yeah.
are. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is against Wally. Oh, that is a miss. Okay.
They just can't get to him as he's flapping his wings.
Yeah, apex predator among worms. Veshkatel, you are still covered in your worms. There was some horrible screaming coming from the other room, though. What are you gonna do?
That is a really good question.
Yeah.
Well, he obviously hears someone else is in much more trouble than he is right now, but he looks over, sees everyone else seems to be looking elsewhere. He's the rest of them are quite covered. He's gonna continue trying to kill the remaining ones that are crawling all over him.
Okay. While you're doing that, I'm gonna peek at your character sheet out of professional curiosity.
I don't
Let's
actually
see.
know where my character sheet went.
Oh wow, that could be pretty clutch. That could be pretty clutch. Okay. So what do you do? You're attacking him?
Yes.
That's 12 is a hit.
Well, I'm rolling good on the
man.
damage.
Yeah. All right, there are barely any left on you. There are still a few lingering ones trying to crawl through that armor.
Well, after he got they started leaping for him as he ran away from them before. He knows better than to do that again. So
All right, so
that's
gonna
it.
hold his ground.
Yep.
Afra, it's the beginning of your turn. The creatures are burrowing towards your heart to kill you. Each one's going to be dealing 1d6 points of piercing damage. So here they come. Worm number 1 and worm number 2. Ooh, that could have been really bad. All right, you take 4 points of damage total.
Okay.
The wounds that they used to enter, they have moved far enough away from them that it would be much more difficult to extract them from your body at this point. They are deep inside you, burrowing towards, and you know this instinctually, burrowing towards your heart to kill you.
I mean, can I take my dagger and cut them out of me?
Let's see. You could certainly try. Yeah.
And Wally's helping me. What do I need to do?
All right, you need to essentially make an attack roll, but instead of it being against the swarm, you're basically going to apply the damage to it, but also a bit of it to yourself, because you're going to be trying to cut these things free.
Okay.
All right. Oh,
Wally's
yeah.
like pinching the skin for you so you can just get it.
Yeah, you jam that dagger and you slice along the side of your body, and you then Wally plunges his beak into your gut sack, and he pulls out a blood coated worm and just eats it. You take 2 points of damage from the process.
Okay. Do I still have one in me?
You still have one in you, yeah.
Fantastic.
You get the feeling if this thing makes it to your heart, you will die. You could totally communicate this to the rest of the party, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, hey guys.
You are not a hypochondriac in any way.
Yeah. Get this out of me.
Alrighty. As your turn ends,
You mean the bird?
as the turn ends, a window of opportunity has closed. That's an ominous thing to say. All right. Vesh, They're going to try to get lucky here. Here we go. We're trying to beat a what now? An 18. 18 or higher, boys. You can do it. Believe in yourselves.
No, please don't do it.
Oh, so close. All right. Naxos, you're up.
Well, he's pretty discontent with how Toll the Dead didn't do anything, so he's
Yeah.
gonna run up and swing with his warhammer.
All right. It is a pretty scary thing. You're still shaken up by that, what happened earlier. So this is going to be a disadvantage.
I closed the door. The house is far away now.
I know, but the lingering effects of the magic have stuck with you.
Do 2 rounds to start. All right.
Ooh, that is still a hit and a significant amount. You smash the remnants of the swarm. There is but a single worm left that is causing Afra grief, but it is the one that will kill her. Anything else from Naxos?
Well, I don't have any way to heal her because I'm out of spell slots.
Alrighty.
So, that would be it from me. Well, actually, how much? I have 5 feet of movement left. So I'm gonna step
Are
aside.
you trained in medicine, Naxos?
That's a good question. I can't remember. Check. Actually, I am, and I'm actually really good at it.
Okay, can you give me a medicine check real quick?
I forgot that I took this.
Yeah, so you know what these are. These are an uncommon but super deadly type of vermin that can be found throughout Faerun. But they really do like the dampness of the coast. They are called rot grubs. They teach you when you are learning medicinal techniques that if a rot grub burrows into your flesh, you have basically like 8 seconds to remove it or apply fire to the wound to get rid of the creature. If you do not do that within that amount of time, which game time is to say until the end of that person, the infected person's turn, it is too late to save them. The creature will continue to burrow through their body, dealing 1d6 points of damage until that damage kills them, at which point they are dead for reals. No saving throws, no nothing. Once the window of opportunity to stop them is over, the only way to stop them is if you have some effect that can cure disease that will instantly kill any burrowing grubs in the body.
That would be something for. Can't Vesh burn a certain number of his lay on hands to do a disease cure?
Yeah,
Or
I
you get
can,
that
but
later.
Yeah, so this is information that you have. You are welcome to share.
I've
Or
already used lay on hands.
all right,
I have 1 point left.
Oh,
do you not get any of that back from?
Nope, long rest.
No, it's a long rest.
So how many points does it take to do that?
5.
5.
To remove a
All
condition.
of them at level 1.
Well.
So your other options are essentially to really dig in there and go for it. That could cause a lot of damage to her, but it would probably be preferable to her having her heart destroyed. So somebody could actually try and just physically kind of go after it. It would be incredibly invasive and cause a lot of damage.
All right. Well, I guess Nax is gonna yell. It's boring towards her heart. You have to stop it now.
All right, Jenna, you're up.
Jenna's gonna run up to Afra, and she's gonna find the worm. I'm sure Afra could just like point out where in her body it is at the time.
Yeah, given that Afra's got she's got about 7 hit points, so it would take this thing an average of 2.5 rounds to actually kill her. Yeah, I would say that it is probably, let's just roll randomly to see where it would have gone in. Yeah, so it was her right leg is where it went in. So it is making its way up her leg. So right now it's in her right thigh.
Okay, yeah, and I'm just gonna put my hands over where the worm is, and I'm gonna say, "Sorry, this is gonna hurt," and I'm gonna just freeze it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna give it advantage for being, having like a
in a nice
human
warm
body. Yeah, exactly. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I will say that you managed to freeze it in her leg. In the process, Afra, you're gonna take the 3 points of cold damage, and
Okay.
in its death throes, it will do 5, so that would probably drop you to unconsciousness, but
It will.
it does not manage to burrow to your heart and kill you.
Okay.
As you fall,
Well.
I catch your head, and I put you down gently, and I whisper, "Wally's a great doctor."
Oh,
I would agree
all
with you
right.
if I were conscious.
Garuda, you just watched that craziness go down. What are you gonna do next?
Is there any more maggots? Like,
Not that you can see. Yeah, not that you can see.
You
and
can still hear Vesh like
Yeah,
thrashing
but you can.
around.
Yeah,
in
you
the
can
other
still hear
room, yeah.
the dragonborn sort of roaring and slashing and fighting through this secret door.
I guess people are dying, so now they need my help. I would dash
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30, 35. And I don't see anything.
It's on the same space as me.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
they're
see them
all over.
all
Yeah, they're
over
all
him.
over him. But you're a
Okay.
sharpshooter, so they don't get any benefits of cover or anything.
All right, and since my first longbow string broke, I drop it and I pull out the second longbow.
Oh,
You got 2
nice.
longbows.
Yeah.
Is this born from experience from the 24-hour marathon that you're carrying a backup of?
Yeah. It's funny. I literally have 2 longbows and 2 crossbows just in case shit fucking breaks.
Oh God,
Fantastic. All right, take the shot.
I don't
the
think I
fighter.
can. I doubled action over there, but I can pull it out and prepare it for the next turn. So
Okay, gotcha. All right, Locke, you're up.
Oh, did you have to
No one's
dash to
gonna-
get there? Did you?
yeah, I mean I can't fly down here. I only have 20 fucking walking speed. That's why I've been
Yeah.
fucking kind
Oh,
of
fair.
I
not
mean,
doing
the
shit.
ceiling's 15 foot. You can still fly.
Can
You
I
just
fly crash? Like is that
fly very
It would be
high.
like there's nobody around to stop you. So yeah, you could definitely do like a leaping flying sort of combo to cover the distance.
okay? And can I do this like if how high does ceiling need to be for me to like be able to do this? Because I feel like my movement speed just inside is like kind of fucked.
Yeah, assume that your wingspan would require like some clearance on either side of you. We'll say like a space on either side of you. But height wise, you should be able to fly. If there's if it's a 10-foot ceiling, you should be able to fly in a horizontal way as long as you have room for your wings.
Okay, so
You'd probably need to
Yeah.
land. Yeah.
I am
So
good
like
then for
like a classic 10-foot hallway would screw you as far as flying goes because you wouldn't have the room for your wings. But like here, yeah, you could fly around.
okay. So then I'm gonna try to get the things off of Vesh. I'll take
All
that
right,
shot.
take that shot.
And it's gonna be a regular one, not the. Actually, no, I'm gonna go sharpshooter again.
Yeah, it's only got a
Okay.
9 AC or less. Go for it.
Wait, did it just
There you
happen?
go. Oh yeah,
Hey.
they are just eradicated. Just a little rain of anime type arrows go flying, and that is that.
The arrow splits into 100 splinters that then pierce each magnet.
He shoots
All
one
right.
and then shoots another one immediately after. Goes
Okay,
straight
and
through that one.
that's my
But yeah,
turn. And now, no, I can fly inside these rooms, so that's
Vesh is looking around himself frantically, and when there's no more left to be seen, he can hear like Afra's moans of pain from in there. So he goes and has a look inside
Okay.
and sees her down on the ground, and he'll use that
Yeah,
last point of lay on hands to bring her back up.
Okay. So Afra,
Yay.
you are awake with 1 hit point. You can feel the worm still in your leg, though it is dead, but you can definitely feel the presence of that kind of lump down there.
It's gonna get infected if you don't cut it out.
Can I use medicine to try to get it out without causing damage?
Ooh, you could certainly try. Yeah, I love seeing medicine actually used in 5th edition. It
Wally
really
will help him.
doesn't get enough
He's a
chances.
doctor.
Oh yeah, can I cast guidance on myself?
Make a little prayer before you do it. Just to
Yeah,
make it
Right.
definitely.
Mother,
As
guide my
heaven
hand
pray
because I'm not a
for
surgeon.
you.
I don't
Maybe
know,
a
with
little,
plus
maybe a
5
little,
medicine, you basically are
yeah,
a surgeon.
little swig, maybe might help. I don't know.
Yeah, I toss some bottle around.
Mhm. I
Give,
mean, you
give
could
Afra some to
disinfect the
numb the
spot.
pain a little bit. Oof.
And then I add.
1d4.
Oof. Told you I'm not a surgeon.
Yeah, it's not great. You are not sure, like, you will have to hurt her to get it out. You'll have to cut the skin to dig in there and pull it out. At minimum, it's going to cause a point of damage. It could cause much more than that if the check is not good. The thigh, contains arteries on most humanoids. So if it went poorly, there could be a lot of bleeding, potentially fatal.
Dude, you want me to try?
He says, "Well, there's a slightly greenish purple haze surrounding him." Like,
Why not?
Yeah, fine, do
Naxa
it.
steps back.
why don't
That's
you
the
work
better-
together?
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself, and then I'll
Vesh doesn't want to look.
I'll, go, I'll use a medicine, or is that what I do?
Yeah, use a medicine check.
Oh
Ooh.
God.
Yeah. Okay. So the you do give it a little slice. You kind of open it up, and that thing that Naxos was just talking about. You nick it, and now we have a bleeding situation on our hands. I guess we should probably get back into initiative order to see if you guys kill your teammate with your amateur Okay. Go ahead and add yourselves to the initiative tracker.
Can I just not? Because there's nothing I can do.
There's nothing I can do either.
If you feel that you want to go down in history as doing nothing as Afra bled to death, that is totally fine.
There's just better people for the job.
Alrighty. We ready, spaghetti? Let's see. That's all. I see 5, 6. There we go.
I think this is when you want a really bad initiative, Afro. So good shit.
Well, yeah. I
yeah.
was gonna say you all get to go before me.
Jenna,
so.
you watch in awestruck horror as the turtle takes out his medicine kit, and there's a little slash along the leg, and immediately just blood starts like
oh my
coming out.
god!
Yeah.
I actually do have a plan for what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna use prestidigitation to clean up
Okay.
the area. Try and
okay.
like contain make it like a clean workspace for them, and
Sure. I would say that gives
hopefully help them out.
advantage to their check. Yeah, good thinking. All right, Locke, you have a very clean area to work with. The blood is being magically diverted away from the incision site. So as she's bleeding, it's at least sort of like gently pooling off to the side, as if by magic.
So, bleed condition, just again.
Basically, at the start of each of her turns, she's going to take a point of damage.
Which translates to a failed death save.
Right. So for her, this will be a failed death save. Yeah.
I will cast Cure Wounds on her.
Okay. Okay. Kind of start the whole process over again. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And cure wounds.
Let's make her conscious for this surgery.
All right.
Yeah.
So you see it. Yep. You stop the bleeding, which takes one of the points of the cure, and so Afra, you are awake again with 4 hit points. You can still feel the foreign body in your leg. You are surrounded by a team of quote unquote doctors.
I'm just gonna be like, does anybody know what they're doing?
I mean, Naxos had a great one to diagnose the situation. I kind of feel like he saved your life a little bit there, but Yeah. What do you guys want to try again, or do you want to just kind of deal with this for now?
I'll go in next, or I guess maybe it's more up to her. She wants me to
Yeah,
try.
it's true. It's your injury. Do you
Why
want to
don't
just?
you work together?
I'm already
Yeah.
providing
You're
advantage.
clearly both
Yeah.
It is already
somewhat
advantage.
experienced.
Yeah. So you want to try with advantage? Are you okay with allowing them to try again?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. All right.
She's getting somewhat hysterical now. Been stabbed
All right.
and
All right,
bloodied.
Naxos, you give her something to bite. You give her something to bite down on, and
What?
you have your tools.
It
Watch that spot
moves
right
heathen.
there.
It shoves Locke out of the way,
All
and
right.
he's gonna try again.
All right.
Of course, casting guidance.
All right. Guidance and advantage. This is going to be great. I have high hopes for this.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Wow.
advantage.
Thank
Yeah,
God for
you,
advantage.
She gets a
you
25.
feel like if the area hadn't been sufficiently cleaned, this could have gone really poorly. But with a single point of damage, you take a deep breath, you slice open the leg, you reach in very delicately, and you extract the dead maggot, all 4 inches of it. It is covered in her blood and muscle and all that jazz.
Wally just
And
pulls it out of his hand and eats it.
all right, Wally just like chews it down. All right, then you very delicately sew close the wound, and that is that.
Wow.
We've let them get away. Did you find anything of use in that chest, Garuda? Should we bother with the others?
That one only had clothes and personal effects, but maybe there's a health potion inside of these. That's what I was gonna look for, because as you can see, two of our team members are pretty beat up. So if we all search through these chests, we may be able to find something of use.
Are they all locked?
Are they all locked?
They are all lockable little foot lockers. They have crappy little padlocks on them. So they could be very easily picked, or if you don't want to waste time with that, athletics checks could just smash them.
Alright, Jenna's
I guess I'll go try
gonna
to smash.
Jenna's
Yeah,
gonna walk up to this chest and she's gonna hit it with her quarterstaff, trying to break it.
All right.
Here's my athletics.
Well, and I'm gonna limp over and slowly start picking locks with my
Okay.
thieves' tools.
Jenna, 7 is not enough. Naxos, an 11 is enough. You do pry the lock. Again, these are like the little crappy like luggage locks. It's more just to be like, hey, don't rob me. If you break the lock, we're gonna know somebody did it, kind of thing. So Afro, these are only a DC 10 to unlock. So you could very easily kind of make your way down the line and unlock them.
Yeah.
All right. So what is in these things? They all pretty much contain clothing and personal effects. So each one contains clothes, a spare change of clothes, clean socks and undies, that kind of stuff, like things that normal, real human beings would have if they were, in this situation. Let's see. So the ones that you're checking out right now is this one and this one. Okay.
Is it cool if I do like my dex check for it? Sorry, I didn't interrupt you.
Yeah.
Do you want your bird buddy to help you? Oh!
I don't think I need him this time.
So let's see. Okay, that's interesting. Naxos, in yours, in addition to the clothing, you find a small cast iron pot. There is a love letter carved into the side of it.
Can I read it? What language is it in?
What language is it in? The language is actually in Halfling.
Well, I just imagine we've got a sum total of 0 people that speak half.
Right, a little too specific.
All right.
I'll take the pot though, 'cause I'm nosy.
Okay. But in all other ways, it just counts as an iron pot, like the one you would buy from the PHB. Very useful dungeon delving tool. And I'm not being sarcastic; it really is. All right, Afra. In addition to the clothes that you find in the chest, you find a tiny notebook. The notebook is bound with like bookbinding glue, and there is just a list of items in there. None of the items seem to have any rhyme or reason to them. As you page through this tiny notebook, you see that there's about 700 items that are listed in this little notebook.
Awesome.
Cool.
Does it look like it could be the contraband that I was looking for?
Oh man, it is. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
Or you could actually give me an investigation if you'd
Yeah.
like. Yeah, give me an investigation check. Yeah. As you're kind of looking it over, there's like no rhyme or reason for it. It's like a puppy question mark, two puppies question mark, and then like the next item is no, a kitten, and then the next item is omelet made from a rock egg exclamation mark. Yeah, it's just like just random stuff like that, like forever.
Awesome.
Yeah, it is really weird. Okay.
Is she sharing about how weird it is? And that it's like cryptic and she can't quite figure it out?
Yeah, so it's like one of those little moleskin notebooks that you would get like at the art store or whatever. And it's chunky too. Like there's got to be about 150 pages in this little chunky moleskin notebook. And a book is, certainly not cheap. Like books in Faerun, they do carry a few gold pieces of value even if they're blank. So
Do you mind if I take a look? I'm pretty well read.
So let's see. It looks like Garuda, you busted open one.
I'll
Which
shrug
one?
and say, "Be my guest."
This one right there.
All right, this one right. The one next to Naxos, or the one that you're.
The one I'm at.
Okay. There we go. Let's see.
Would
Ooh.
one of you two like to do your prayer thingy while I look at this book?
There is the standard like clothes and undie pants kind of thing. In addition, you find a large transparent gem. It looks to be about the size of a apple or a tomato.
Okay. Does it look valuable?
Everything's valuable to someone, but it just looks like a quartz crystal to you. So probably only a few silver pieces.
Okay, fair enough.
Crash, can I try and investigate the book myself?
Yeah. Also, no one in this party has like permanent detect magic, right? There's none of that craziness going on.
Not yet.
That's a warlock
Okay.
thing, isn't it?
Yeah. All right. Man, I got my marker. I'm just drawing all over the map here. Okay, so let me kind of round robin this so I'm not missing out on anything. Jenna, what were you doing?
I got the book from Afra and Locke casted guidance on me, and I want to try and figure it out.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation.
12.
Yeah, it is. What is your bonus from the guidance?
The guidance was a 2, so it was a 12.
Okay, 12. Yeah, I mean, it just seems like a list of 700 random items and or thoughts.
Peculiar. I'll put it in my backpack and try and inspect it during a rest.
Okay. All right. What else do we got here? Anybody else doing anything? Moving on. Naxos, what are you doing? Oh, also Naxos, it's been about long enough. Do another wisdom saving throw for me.
I think he stepped away. Oh, no.
All right. You take a deep breath, and after seeing the horrors that you have seen, the spooky voice from upstairs does not seem so scary after all. You are no longer bothered by that.
Oh,
Locke's trying to.
All right, so Naxos, other than just sort of poking around, is there anything in particular you'd like to do? And you are
Oops,
muted.
I was still
yeah.
muted. Yep,
Yeah.
Mute after the bathroom. What's in these barrels here?
Okay, that's a good question. This barrel has water, and this barrel has pickled fish.
Pretty gross. All right.
But protein.
Vesh starts to tap his foot impatiently. He's
Yeah.
like,
So, Vesh,
while
what
we're
are you up
searching,
to?
while we search every nook and cranny in here, those people with those strange magic explosion things are getting further and further away, and they were our job, were they not?
Yeah, you would say by now, after performing like surgery and everything else, Vesh, that unless they got waylaid by the snake or some other creatures in the house, that they have probably made it get away. Now, you could certainly go after them, use your group's ability to track, and you could try to track them down. It is totally up to you what you guys do next. So while
There's
you're
still
thinking
more rooms in here, though.
while you're thinking about
Yeah.
that, Locke, over here, there are 2 doors, and these doors bear some special consideration. So let me talk about these 2 doors. Okay. There is a sturdy door right here, and this door definitely has the look of a door that would be difficult to get through, for sure. This door right here, this one right here to the south, the door has a wooden bar across it, held in brackets on the frame and the door itself. The word danger has been scrawled on that door in the common tongue using chalk. So this door right here has been sort of zombie apocalypse style, like boarded up and labeled danger.
Locke
Okay.
looks over at Aphra and says, Aphrodite, here, can you try open this door up? And I cast guidance on her.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I will. Thieves' tools, I suppose.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you guys just opening a door that says danger?
No, it's
That
the other one.
Don't dare open inside.
Okay, so a 10.
Ooh, yeah, a
Plus-
10 is not enough.
+2.
That was with a plus
Yeah.
2. Yeah, a 10 is not enough to get through this very difficult lock.
Anybody want to smash it?
Hey,
Where's the Dragonborn?
Jenna, can I take that magic wand?
He's sitting with his leg over here, just
Sure.
glaring at you all.
I can try smashing it. Which one is the one that's not danger? That one's danger?
No, this is not. You asked me what was not danger, so I'm pointing at the one that is not danger.
Would it be a athletics check, a strength check?
Yeah, it would be a athletics check to try and smash down that door.
Of course, guidance myself, and
Okay.
go for it.
Yeah, that is very, very good. What is your guidance? Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you hit that thing, and Garuda and Aphra, because you sort of have an ear for these things, you hear the lock kind of crunch as he hits it, and the door kind of like shakes, and you have busted the lock. The door actually opens inwards and reveals a room. It is it's pretty nice in there. It's pretty nice in there.
I check this chest
Unlike
out?
the barracks, unlike the barracks, this small room holds comfortable furnishings and appears to be well cared for. Well cared for. A comfortable looking bed has a wooden locker at its foot. A small wooden table stands against the wall with a padded leather chair beside it. On the table, a brass 3-branch candlestick with 3 candles must be used to provide the room with light. The candles, though not fresh, are far from spent. Under the table is a small wooden box with an unlit bullseye lantern. The lantern seems to have a movable shutter over the lens. On a shelf above the table sits 3 books. There is also a wardrobe in the corner. So there's a lot going on in this room. Let's go ahead and see what everybody wants to do in this room. Easiest way to do that, I think, would just be to roll initiative, and I'll just go in initiative order. That way we can kind of all do stuff in the room at the same time.
Okay, so brief pause. I'm about to have to leave.
No.
However, well, I could potentially have Discord in my car on my phone, but I can't be
there
on
you go.
Roll20.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. All right. We'll theater of the mind it for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and close out of Roll20.
Okay.
Then.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Thank you for the heads up. Okay. So let's take this in order. Garuda, the door has been smashed. A room is revealed beyond.
Guess I'll walk in and
Okay.
the chest. Kind of like.
Now you see the cleric Naxos is definitely taking an interest in the chest.
I'm gonna try to open the chest.
All right. The chest is definitely locked.
Okay, can I do the same dexterity thingy? The Tinker's tool again?
You can certainly try. Yep, you're just rolling a straight dexterity check.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, you take out your lucky screwdriver and you kind of give it a you kind of look over at the blue-skinned cleric. You stick the screwdriver in, and it unlocks it. Inside the chest. Let's see. Man. Okay. Let's see what was in there. Okay. So in the chest, again, you find some spare clothes, spare underpants, all that kind of stuff. You do find a pouch. The pouch does contain 35 gold pieces. And let's see. Yeah, I think that might be it. That's in there. Oh no. You do see that there is a silver badge with red enamel, and it looks like this.
Do I know that's like the mark of the Scarlet Brotherhood? I guess I need a history
I mean,
check.
it's certainly a logical conclusion. It's certainly a logical conclusion.
Well, I toss it back at whoever after or trying to. Looks like they were the Scarlet Brotherhood. Yeah.
I guess I'll hold on to the badge then.
They are Noxus. I toss it to Noxus since he's closest to me.
Yeah. All right, Jenna, what are you looking at?
So first, Jenna's gonna grab that lantern and keep it. But she's gonna start looking through all of the books on the desk.
All right, so the books. Let's see. There is a oh, that's exciting. There is a volume of fully illustrated erotic poetry.
Ooh. I'm gonna
She
grab
blushes.
that out of Jenna's hands.
All right. There is a naval almanac listing the tide times for the area of coast around Saltmarsh. So about 100 miles of coastline is covered, and there seems to be a treatise concerning the demigod Ayuz and his minions.
Can I see if I know anything about Ayuz and his minions?
Yeah, as you are kind of flipping through that third book, a sheet of parchment sort of slides out of the pages and lands on the desk.
Oh, that looks like the parchment to read.
All right. Do you speak Goblin?
Nope.
Okay, so there are words in common, and then there are little like dash arrows, and then there are words in Goblin that you cannot read. But the words in common are stop, fight, lift, come. Basically, like standard instructions that you might need to give to people.
Come like
Okay.
C-U-M or C-O-M-E?
No.
COME. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I took up enough time. I
All
do
right.
motion for the box underneath the desk for someone to look at it.
Naxos, you are up. What are you gonna do?
Guess that box that Jenna's pointing at, I'll pick up.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of pull it out. It's like a milk crate. You know what I mean? Like a bunch of like wooden slats that are kind of hobnailed together into a little crate. So you pull that wooden box out, and there is a bullseye lantern with a movable shutter over the lens. Let's see what else there is. Oh, Jenna, also the book the books are easily worth 10 gold each, just in if you were to resell them.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, and I took the bullseye lantern with the shutter.
It was
Oh
in
well,
the
that
box.
was in the box. The small wooden box holds 12 candles, flint and steel, and a piece of parchment that is kind of well folded. So it has been folded and unfolded many times.
What's inside the parchment?
All right, the parchment seems to contain some basically looks like coded message. So it's seems to be done up in some sort of weird set of like spy crafty kind of deal.
So he's gonna slip the parchment into his pocket and then offer the lantern, the rest of the box, to Jennifer.
Okay.
Thank you. I just take the lantern.
All right.
Bullseye lantern.
The lantern seems like it does not get a lot of use. Looking at the lantern, like I don't know. And it doesn't work off of oil. It actually seems to operate off of candles and candlelight. But there are a number of highly polished mirrors inside of it that sort of help amplify the light into a beam that comes out of the bullseye part of it. It's a pretty fancy little contraption.
Okay. Yeah, and then seeing that it works off of candles, I'll take all the candles and stuff too. How many candles were in the box?
10. All right.
Did they smell nice?
No, they smell like tallow. Afra, you are up.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yep. I
Yep.
can hear you.
Okay, all right, and the sound's not too obnoxious.
No.
Okay, all right. What has everyone looked at? Sorry, I forgot.
They have checked the footlocker. They have checked the shelf with books, and they have checked the small wooden, or the not small, but the wooden box that was tucked underneath the desk.
Okay, then I guess I'm gonna try and open the wardrobe.
Alrighty. The wardrobe is not locked, and as you open it, oh man, there is a sexy pirate coat hanging in the wardrobe.
Ooh.
Yeah, as well as a set of men's fine clothing, so some fancy
Okay.
clothes in there as well.
Can I see if there's anything special about the pirate coat?
Yeah. Let's see. The pirate coat. Is there anything special about it? Let's see. Fancy floor length oilskin coat. Trimmed in iridescent green silk. Oh, that does sound
Oh, that
nice.
sounds so nice.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an investigation as you kind of check it out.
Okay.
If
You'll
you're
have
hoping
to do
for
that for
if you're
me.
hoping for magical stuff, that would be more of like an Arcana check. Do you want to do that instead?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Let's see. You lack any training in Arcana, so I don't know how much help it's going to be. But let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have no idea if it's magical or not.
Okay.
All right,
Well,
but it
I'm
does
gonna,
look
like,
it does
grab
look
it
pretty
and put it-
cool.
I'm gonna grab it and try and put it on.
Oh yeah, yeah. It just slides on. It is super cool looking.
I'm gonna be
Alright.
like, hey guys, look.
It does kind of drag the floor a little bit. You'd have to get it brought in a little bit because it was probably sized for someone a little bit bigger than you.
Well, we can do
But
that.
yeah, it does
Long
look
rest.
it does look pretty cool.
Okay.
All right. The fine clothes, they sort of just carry, I think, a value of 25 gold.
Anybody need some, like a tux? Anybody need some dress-up clothes?
All right. Locke, what are you doing while this is going on? There is this very interesting sign here that says danger.
Locke's not going to touch the door, but he's
Okay.
going to look at the door itself. And is it sealed shut, like with wax, or is and then
Oh no,
how
no.
long ago?
Yeah, there's
how long has this bar across it been there? And like how old is the paint?
Oof. All right. These are all things that an investigation check will tell you more. Yeah, so the door is definitely old. Old. Easily as old as the rest of the house. The door has taken some damage during its life. And you can see that almost like cartoon style, people on this side of the door have like taken like boards and just sort of like, nailed them across any of the broken pieces of the door to sort of try and reinforce it. So these are not adorable robot heads. I'm just trying to kind of simulate what it would look like. So very much like very cartoony, like, oh, there's a hole here in the door, and they just like hammered another piece of wood over it.
And the door opens inward towards me.
Yes, it opens. The door opens into the room.
The room we're standing in. I'm standing in.
Yes, you would pull. Yeah, sorry, you would pull the door in towards yourself. Yep.
Okay. I'll just step back from the door and.
Alrighty. So yeah, like Garuda, as everyone's continuing to search the room and do this stuff, all of these things are happening simultaneously, but this just gives me a better idea of who's doing what. So what do you do?
Exit. Is there anything else inside the room like we haven't checked or?
I mean,
Oh.
I could describe the room to you again if you'd like.
No, I don't need that.
I mean, nobody's looked under the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll take a look underneath the bed. What's under there?
Okay. Yeah, so you take a gander under the bed. There are some non sentient dust bunnies. And there is a pair of slippers.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
Yeah. They do not look like they would fit your velociraptor feet though.
Whoa. Can I look behind the wardrobe and see if there's anything like is the wardrobe like attached to the wall?
Yeah, the wardrobe is up against the wall, but apparently whoever lives here is the kind of guy that throws out the wall mounting kit from his IKEA box because he's like lives his life dangerously. So it is not wall mounted. You kind of peer behind it, you see shadows and dust and the stone wall. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything concealed behind it.
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah. Why don't you give me an investigate just to make sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say advantage because you were very specifically after something here. Oh yeah, you are confident that if this wardrobe led to Narnia or any had anything to do with secret doors, traps, or anything special, you would be able to discern it. It is, alas, a underutilized wardrobe.
Okay. I just want to point out that's like 2 nat 20s in a row, and watch me get the rest of them B1s. Yeah,
All
that's my
right.
turn.
Jenna, while everyone is doing all these things, you are sort of quickly reading through these books to kind of get a sense for them. What do you do next?
After like identifying what the books do, I put them all in my bag, and then I'm gonna like start searching the room for like hidden doors, pressure plates, traps, secrets.
Okay. I mean, yeah, people are already kind of doing that a little bit. Where exactly do you suspect there might be secret doors, or what exactly are you? I need need a little bit more than a general
Okay,
like
okay.
metal detector check. Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'll look on this wall with behind this chair and
Okay.
everything.
So you move the mimic out of the, I'm sorry, the chair out of the way, and
Yep.
then
Not
check.
joke's not funny.
Yeah. All right. So give me an investigation check as you sort of check around this general area of wall and see if you could find anything. Yeah.
24.
You are confident that this is just a stone wall, and the chair is just a chair. It does look like a pretty comfy chair, and it looks like the chair's probably scooted out and used at the desk when needed, and then sort of put in the corner when not needed.
Okay.
All righty.
All right. Yeah.
Naxos, while all this is happening, what are you up to?
There's not much left to investigate really that I can see. Um,
Hey, dude, try opening that door.
Naxos
The
pretends
one
like he
that
can't
says
hear him.
danger on it. That's a fantastic idea.
I want to investigate in here a little bit. This room where the maggots
yeah.
came from.
All
Can I
right,
do
the
a
room's
perception check in here?
yeah, the room smells foul. It smells foul in there. And Locke, your light spell has a duration of what, 10 minutes?
Yeah,
I
I
think it's
believe
an
so.
hour.
Is it
Yeah.
an hour? Okay.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I think so.
Okay, so Locke, as you go in there and you, or not Locke, I'm looking at this illusion that's no longer there. Naxos, as you go into this room, you discern very quickly that this is a wine cellar. Shoulder height wooden bottle racks line the north and west walls here. There appear to be no intact bottles left in the racks, and the shattered bottles covering the floor. Against the southern wall is a set of stairs. And there are two large metal storage bins on the southern wall as well, but they appear to be empty. In the center of the room is the remnants of a human corpse that was at one time wearing some scale mail. There is a long sword by the corpse right side and a large shield bearing the symbol of Saltmarsh by it as well.
Well, I'll swipe his sword just in case I need one later from a critical fail.
This is what the symbol of Saltmarsh looks like. This is obviously one of those times where an important person was like, "Yeah, my son's getting into graphic design. You think you could design the design for the entire town?" And they were like, "Yeah, how bad could it be?" And so that's what they came up with. All right, so you do with your very good check. Let's see. Oh yeah. You realize amongst the exploded remains of this corpse, soaked in rotting flesh and gore, is an explorer's pack. It has everything in it except for the rations and the water, which are missing. So that would be a backpack, a bedroll, a mess kit, a tinder box, 10 torches, and a water skin. No, sorry, water skin's gone. So yeah, the 10 torches. And 50 feet of hempen rope.
I'll swipe the rope and the torches. Never have too many of those.
Yeah, sure. I will take this adorable pop-up that the adventure gave me and post it over into treasure so you can see it. There we go. There we go. So what else do you see? You see a lot of stuff. Oh man. You do see the glint of one intact bottle. One intact bottle. It is tucked under the shelves over here, sort of in the shadows. All right, so I'll let you check that out on your next turn. Afra, what do you got?
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna, in my new fancy pirate coat, I'm gonna go out and join Naxos, very subtly trying to be in the other room if somebody actually opens that door.
Okay, so you're gonna maybe be between like the two rooms, so you can keep an eye on both, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good idea. Good idea. So you're kind of keeping an eye out. So I will definitely keep that in mind for anything that might be sneaking up on you. Locke, what are you up to as Afra kind of goes past you? She and Vesh are sort of looking around for danger. The bird and the lady are still in there, like messing around with stuff, trying to move furniture, peek behind stuff, touching the walls, that kind of thing.
Locke's gonna kind of stick his head in the door here and say to these guys, "Hey, I think maybe there's something like on the other side of that door that's of value. They just want to keep us out."
Also
could be.
says danger, Mr. Turtle.
Well, I'm not opening it.
Yeah, best of luck to you, bud. You go ahead.
I'm not opening it.
Send the bird.
And then with my remaining movement, I'll kind of move over here.
Okay.
Out of the.
Garuda, you've been given that room like a once or twice over. Well, not the room, but the wardrobe and that area around it.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna head out.
Okay.
Make my way to the other room and just start with Noxus. Get up there to Noxus and check out that room. But yeah, I'm done with the wardrobe room. So.
Okay. Yeah. Somehow we're completely out of order again, which is so weird. All right, so Vesh, I guess you got skipped because turn order was out of order again.
That's why because I only just rolled this round.
Oh, okay. So, Vesh, what are you?
Seeing everyone finally emerging from the room, he stands up with a sigh. He's just like, "Are you finally done messing about in that bedroom? Are we gonna move on now?" And he barges past Afra into this room where Naxos is.
Okay. Yeah, you see Naxos is in the process of sort of picking up a intact bottle of wine, question mark. And you do see the same things that I described before. So unless Naxos, I don't think Naxos picked up any of the equipment. Did you?
I grabbed the longsword and some of that kit. The torches, tinderbox, and the rope.
Yeah. So similar situation. You see sort of a picked over, gore soaked explorer's kit, a ruined suit of scale mail, and I guess the shield bearing the crest of Saltmarsh.
Vesh looks at the shield. Having never been there, would there be any chance you would have seen the crest of Saltmarsh before?
Definitely, it would be a history check to see if you are familiar with it. Yeah, you have no idea. It's just like two fish on a blue field.
He kind of sniggers at how bad the design is, and then he looks at Naxos again, like just rifling through shells and stuff. He just shakes his head and goes to these stairs here and starts peering up them. Is there a door at the top?
Yeah, the stairs. There's no trap door at the top. These stairs actually lead up to a room above. Yeah.
Well, he gets kind of halfway up the stairs and then just looks around. And just says, "Are we done here? Can we go in pursuit of our actual targets now?" And then that's him done.
Okay. So while that's happening, Garuda, you move back out into the main room. Jenna, what are you gonna do?
Jenna's just gonna leave. She's gonna pick up Wally and use her
Mhm.
action to dash.
Okay. So yeah, we could probably, I think, Naxos, you pick up the bottle. The bottle features a very dapper looking unicorn on its label. The unicorn is tremendously flamboyant. It has a monocle, and it is looking very, very dapper and very fabulous. And there is the bottle itself is sort of a like a purplish glass. It is sealed with a bright magenta wax and has a cork in it. It has not been opened, and that is there's no words or anything to indicate what it is.
Well, Naxos is an alcoholic, so he's gonna slide that into his bag.
All right.
Well, wait a
Probably-
minute. Wait a minute. I saw that. Let's ask Miss Jenna whether or not there's anything magical about that.
Okay. Do you guys want to take a few minutes to let Jenna cast detect
I don't
magic?
have detect magic. It would just be an Arcana
Oh.
check for me.
Okay.
I need to pick
yeah.
up that spell still.
If that's the case, then if you want, she can try and discern if there's anything magic about it. But
I cast guidance on Jenna.
all right, Jenna, give me an Arcana check as you eyeball this this bottle. I mean,
17.
mysterious liquid sealed up. I mean, it is a wine bottle, so it could be wine, but it's definitely unusual. As far as whether or not it's magical, you'd have to get at the liquid to know for sure.
We could look at that late when we get out of here, and I can inspect it further.
Okay.
But given some of your background, you know that as soon as you open that bottle, if it is valuable, it will have lost all that value as soon as you break the seal on
You're not oxidizing the wine.
it.
He sticks it in
All
his
right.
pouch.
Yeah, so let's see. At this point, the other guys that fled have either been killed or have escaped the property. So I'm going to take you guys out of initiative, and you guys can kind of move about. What is the general consensus of the group here? What do you want to do next?
Are we
I wanna
here
check
for
out the rest of the house.
Yeah, are we here for the contraband or are we here for them? Do we want to come up with an idea to open up the door that says danger? Because, I mean, dangerous things protect valuable things. And it could also be a trick.
Well, we were here to wipe out the Scarlet Brotherhood, and so far we have successfully done that to only one person.
So we done
Well,
it
listen
Well,
here,
successfully.
we also
I
scared
think-
off the
I
other
think-
two.
I think you were also supposed to get the contraband, right?
Yes, but do you really think going into a room that says danger while we still might have enemies at our back is a good idea?
Well,
Are
I
you
think if they were
afraid?
I think if they were keeping the
Are you
contraband,
accusing me of being
um, it would be in the basement, right, where they are.
Did you see them run off into that basement? Because I sure didn't.
I saw them run away from us as we were murdering them. That doesn't mean
And
they
they
didn't
ran
leave the
through this
contraband
door.
behind.
No, exactly. If the contraband is in there, they will come back for it, won't they?
So
why
yeah,
do we need to go in there? Just head them off.
Well, they said he's gone. They're long gone
No,
now.
I'm saying they didn't take the contraband with them, right?
No.
So if
Do you
I
really
was
think
storing
scaring them off
if I was
constitutes wiping them out? They will still
if
have
I
their
w-
contacts. They will simply return.
Now, Naxos, you do see that there is a large bolt of silk here. And you do know that in the Sword Coast, silk is highly sought after, and it is generally very expensive because all of the cities along the Sword Coast sort of mutually agreed that silk would be an awesome thing to levy high import taxes on. Whether or not this is because they wanted to stick it to the elves who provide it from the Moonshay Islands, or they wanted to just get rich off of a essentially fashion trend. Silks come from three main sources. There are some elves in the Moonshay Islands that create silk. There are extremely rare silks that come from the lands of Kuratura, which is super far away. It's like fantasy China, Japan. And then there are also silks that come from Kalimsham to the south. But all types of silk do get very heavily taxed, so it is a very popular item to smuggle.
So I bet that room has more silk in it, if I had to guess.
Yeah, so there's a bolt of silk that's just kind of laying out here, and you don't know. I mean, with your background, you don't know exactly how much you could get for it, but it's probably worth a fair amount of money.
Can I try to barricade the trap door with something? Is it like in a way that it can be barricaded?
You can certainly try. Yeah, which door did you want to barricade? The trap door at the top of the stairs?
Yeah, like
So the trapdoor opens up into the room. So from this side, it would be very hard to do anything to stop it from being opened. You could certainly junk up the top of the staircase.
Is it like a deadbolt or anything?
Ooh, that is a good question. Naxos, as you kind of go up and examine it, yeah, you do not see any sort of deadbolts. You think that if there had been a deadbolt, they probably would have used it. But you could jam up the stairs by just taking all these stools and tossing them up there, and maybe rolling a barrel up the stairs. Like you could definitely create a difficult situation for anybody coming down the stairs.
well, I guess I'm gonna cast Shape Water on this the water inside of this barrel here.
Oh, cool! And have it sort of roll itself up the stairs.
Yes. And then once it gets to the
Very
top,
cool.
I'll use it to freeze up the locking mechanism.
Okay.
And just be like a heavy frozen mess.
Okay, so you're just gonna like get it up there, kind of freeze some water into the thing, all that good stuff. All right, and how long will that stay frozen?
I believe Shape Water lasts for only an hour, but at least
Okay.
while we're down
that's
here.
cool. Yeah, very smart, very smart. Yeah, so you use that big volume of water to sort of freeze shut the trap door. You know what? Take DM inspiration. That was actually a really cool idea.
Can I just do like can I just do like a once over, like going along the wall looking for like hidden doors and stuff?
Secret door. Side a secret
yeah,
door.
I mean it's gonna take a long time. If everybody is willing to wait for you to do that, then that is fine with me.
Well, in the meantime, I can go up to the danger door. I'm gonna glance at Jenna and be like, if I die, and I'm gonna go up to it and I guess just like listen, like see if I can hear anything moving on the other side of that.
Oh, okay.
Don't you
As
have
she
like
walks
3
by
hit points
Locke
left?
would cast guidance on her.
All right, Locke gives you a little fist bump to the shoulder kind of thing, and you feel guided by divine might. So Afra, you're going to go up and use a perception check against the door.
Yeah.
Interesting choice. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Oh. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I think you're gonna hear this. Let's see. Where's her character sheet at? Afra perception with a +2 from guidance. Yeah, Afra, you hear the rattling of like bone wind chimes on the other side of the door, and as you are kind of listening to that sound, there is suddenly a blade just stabbed through the door at you. This is going to be at disadvantage.
Great.
Yeah. All right, a 12. It just barely misses you. So just a little lock of hair just kind of gets snicked as this sword comes stabbing through the wood of the door. And yeah, I assume if you back away from the door, you might be good.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
and
gonna
we
do
don't
that.
have to go into initiative. And then you sort of hear the rattling of bones again on the other side of the door.
Great.
Your eyes travel down to the shakily written danger over the zombie apocalypse style barricaded door.
Go inside, open dead.
Exactly. So this is taking you some time to slowly make your way around the room, but give me a investigation check, Jenna.
Okay. 13.
13. Interesting.
Okay, and my meeting's about to start, so I really do have to go now.
All right. Yeah, as you're making your way around, you actually see that this shelf, which contains various sundries and pots and bowls and stuff like that, behind it you see the very faint lines of a secret door concealed.
I found a door, guys. And for future reference, know that when I spend time, shit happens. So let me spend time and be patient. She looks at Vesh, who's in the other room. She looks at him through the wall with bleary eyes.
He's not
All
paying
And she
right.
tells
attention.
Ephra, do you want to come and try and open this?
And she would love to next week, but she just had to go to work. So that actually takes us to time. And I think right as you are discovering this secret door might be a good place for us to stop. Man. All right. You guys blazed ahead of the other group. All right. Yeah, so nobody tell the other group anything because they don't know about any of this stuff yet. They're still up in the house. All right, cool stuff, guys. Cool stuff.
Awesome.
I'll return you to your start page.
Poor Hef.
Yeah.
She's right in the middle of my screen when you moved us.
I know.
Weeks of planning.
But now you guys are critical rolling it here with double clerics. I mean, if you can't succeed with double clerics, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
It's when you have the
almost
double
killed
wizard, so
Ephra.
the DM's really got to panic.
Oh man, yeah. Double wizards is just you guys just tell me how it goes. I'll just just run the game for yourselves. I'm done.
One of my friends, he's got playing in a 6-player party. They have 2 wizards, 2 bards, and 2 rogues.
Oh
what
my god!
Is that?
It's just
You don't need a
ridiculous.
front line. You just need spells.
Well, it's also tricky with 6-player groups because even though it's become the popular size to run a game at, they still write 5th edition adventures with a party of 4 or 5 in mind.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so generally, if you have a DM that's running 100% as written, like the published adventures, 6 players, you're almost always going to like steamroll everything that comes at you just because of how action economy works.
You gotta just beef everything up by 50%, except the DC on skill checks. Basically, everything's got to go up. So.
Yeah, just a little tweak. You got to do a little tweak. But it's man. All right. I kind of wish we didn't have to stop, but I don't want to keep going without a full party. But we will continue. We'll continue this next week.
Look, if we want to change the sessions to 4 hours, I will be so down.
Now, part of the stipulation for Sunday is that I kept the majority of my Sunday flexible. So the whole stopping at noon for me works good enough that I can still make it to whatever obligatory functions are happening.
Yeah, that's okay.
So experience. I know you guys were right at the cusp, right, of leveling up.
No, we were level 2 if we long rested.
Oh, okay, yeah, you guys are sitting on that XP. So I will get the XP for your stuff tonight added to your XP thread on Discord. and you'll continue to just bloat with experience points that is unspent. So, alrighty. I hope you guys enjoy the day. My friend Lauren, he is also a GM. We were trying to come up with a day that we could both kind of hang out for a couple hours. I think it's going to be next Saturday at some point. We're both East Coast USA, so it's going to be sometime probably Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon, more than likely. But as soon as I have a time, I will post it up. And we were just gonna do like a DM Q&A kind of thing. So if people had questions about DMing and all that jazz, he runs 8 games a week. So he's a full-time professional DM, unlike this amateur hack that you guys are stuck with. Yeah, hopefully between the two of us, we can answer questions that people might have and that sort of thing. Okay. So, and then I'd probably do a Google Hangouts simultaneously, so that I could do like screen sharing. And then if you guys had questions about like the Roll20 interface, I could just screen share that way, because I don't think Discord has a screen sharing.
No, it does. You just have to be in a call.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
So we'd have to do a call and not a standard channel. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that might work then. We could just do a call and then do it that way, or I could have that open as a secondary thing, like you can jump in to get that, and then if we do it on a channel, people can come and go as they please, which might be a little less distracting than having to invite people throughout the time. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, that's what we're hoping for. So I will give you fair warning. It's very much like learning how magic tricks are done. So some people, they think it's really cool and they're like, oh man, that's cool, now that I know how that works. But I'll tell you, as a 99% DM, when I'm a player, it is an active thing on my part to stop thinking like a DM, so that I could enjoy being a player. So if you are not a GM, you have to ask yourself, do you want to take that step forward? Because once you start going down that path, it is very hard to go back to the innocent life that you led before. That being said, according to recent survey, there's 4 million or 40 million, might be 40 million people playing Dungeons and Dragons right now, and only like 8 of them are dungeon masters. So if you become a dungeon master, it's sort of like being a tank or a healer in an MMO. You're always going to find a group if you are the DM. So just kind of keep that in mind. All right, so enjoy your weekend, or what's left of it.
Yeah, not much.
All right, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Later.
All right.
Bye.
Yep. See you later, everyone.
Yep.
Dude, look at this
Hey,
necklace.
stop.